All righty.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then.
Are we recording? Oh, okay. Cool.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. He ain't telling me. We didn't get the signal. Like, boom. All right, cool.
Yeah.
No, you so
hooty hoo something.
Yeah.
Hooty hoo.
Somewhere notification. So you had asked me off camera how was the Day 26 concert, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Day 26.
Shout out to Day 26, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brian Michael Cox.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie, the brother, Gregory Smith. You know what I'm saying? That night they inked the deal that they officially signed to Brian's.
Yeah, I saw some
label.
footage of that.
Yeah.
Brought out the champagne and everything.
The champagne.
Yeah,
everything. So how was the concert, right? I'm just gonna be real blunt. Y'all know what I mean? So they had several opening acts.
Okay.
The first opening act, whack. And so I'm just being. Yeah, I've never seen a group rap everybody's verses at the same time, the entire time.
They always doing unison.
They always doing it in unison, and it was dance. I mean, let me tell you what. I didn't per se like the music. People in there were going crazy though because of it, right? Dudes, they were dancing. You know, I don't want to say they YNs. I don't want to say that.
You can say it.
But that's what they were. And so they, doing the YN dances and doing their thing, right? Music was the sound was horrible though. I got crazy ears anywhere. I'm like, y'all gonna make me go deaf in here with this way the sound's crackling and it's super loud for that size space of the
that venue.
Yeah, center stage. The center stage holds about 1,050 people max capacity, something like that. It was jam packed, completely jam packed. But the front of house dude was that volume was up. You can see the meters. Where I was sitting, I could see the meter. The meter was like, doof, doof. I was like, hey, turn that down.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure he was saying, who mixed this track?
Who mixed this track?
It don't have no compression on it.
Bruh. None. That thing was crazy. So that was the first act. They were rapping each other's, literally, they did like 5 songs and they rapped it all in unison.
That would be.
Can we try that one day?
I was like, that's
we gonna pick a song, we gonna rap it in unison.
That was
unison
crazy.
And see how crazy we sound.
Crazy.
I'm gonna pick
right?
a song.
And they all sounded the same. Every song sounded the same. Right? I was like, okay, cool. Then they had some lady come out named Dez, right? She's been on a lot of stuff, I'm assuming. I had not heard of her. But I was like, she is a powerhouse singer. But it sounded like she was screaming to me the entire time.
Because of the sound?
Just because of the sound and because it was a lot of a
lot of rhymes. Sometimes you can overdo it.
Like,
sometimes you can take away and overdo it.
Boy, it was a lot of
She wasn't doing the Stairway to Heaven.
But she was killing it though. She was killing it. But how sensitive my ears are anyway, I was just like, dang, she was killing the run. She's definitely a powerhouse vocalist though.
Yeah.
Like her skill level for singing was immaculate. It was just real loud to me. Maybe that's why, but it was a lot of ooh-ah. So cool. Then they had another dude named Isaiah J come out. He's from Cali. And he came out. And the first thing they said was like, yeah, he was part of like a legendary gospel group or something like that. And now he's out here singing worldly music. So let's give it up.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Well, they ain't literally said in that capacity.
I'm about to say they ain't roll him out like that.
But you might as well say that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah. He used to do music for the Lord.
For the Lord.
And now he has shamed his family.
So he came out, him and his dancers, dope dude, right? He came out, he did his thing, killed it.
Just like what kind of, it was R&B?
Yeah, it was R&B. Okay. It was dope. I was hitting up a homie of mine while I'm listening because he out in California, owns a record label and out in California. And I was like, yo, you know this dude named Isaiah J? And a matter of fact, I ain't even never called him back because it was during the anniversary weekend. So I never called him back to tell him if he did good or if he knew it was bad.
Yeah.
But he did a great job. And then man, Avery Wilson came out.
Oh, no.
Killed it. Boy,
He can sing.
Avery Wilson can sing his tail off,
He
boy.
can.
Sing
Now,
his.
was the sound any different for his?
No, it was the same sound.
The music was too loud.
But it was still. I mean, for me, it's still too loud. But he still killed it. Though, yeah, I mean, it was fantastic. So Avery came out and did his thing, had his little shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like
right, taco meat
hanging out. You know, well, he didn't have a lot. I guess I don't know. Where I was sitting, I couldn't really, but he was doing his thing.
Yeah.
And then Day 26 came out, and man, when Dumb Boys came out, Dumb Boys killed it. They killed the show. I never knew. I like Day 26. I can't say that I've listened to Day 26 extensively like I've listened to like Boyz II Men or Jodeci or Silk or
B2K.
you know. Did she say B2K?
I was trying to do
No. Jodeci and Silk, you know, them types of groups, you know what I'm saying? Like
saying that's a different
that's
level.
a different, yeah.
Drew Hill,
you know what I'm saying? I got the Drew Hill, boom, right up there.
and they can still sing
112, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, shout out to the homie Mike, you know what I'm saying? But they did a great job. People knew they stuff. When I say people knew they stuff,
Yeah.
I mean people knew their stuff. I mean, a song came, the woo!
Yeah.
And boy, we were like,
Yeah.
oh my God, people standing up. Yeah, life is such a crazy thing.
Yeah.
I never really wanted it seen. People just, I mean, so automatically the sound coming from the system was crazy. And then the sound from everybody else just amplified them up. I'm just like, Jack, but they knew all the words. They were day ones. That's what they were day ones. They were Superman.
Yeah, I was telling
They killed
somebody, you know, I think a lot of times, as we talk about the independent space, a lot of the signed acts from long ago or from our younger years are now independent artists, right? A lot of them are.
Yep.
And then, you know, when you say you're writing or working with those artists, people be like, they still doing music?
Yes, they are.
Yes.
I'd be like, hey, and still selling out shows.
Exactly.
I was like, you got to remember too, with a group like Day 26, their whole process started on television.
Yeah.
I mean, at the height of MTV success, and really they were some of the pioneers of reality TV, right? So we have now grown up, and we all still remember those songs, that time frame. Most of us got jobs, which means we got money to buy the tickets to go see their shows. So they, you know, those groups from that portion of the late 90s and early really most of the 2000s up to like what 2018. Yeah, they still can sell out shows.
Still, like a lot of their money come from shows, and that's what people don't realize. They're like, oh man, I got my joint on Spotify. And, you know, Apple Music. And I'm like, yeah. But these groups make a lot of their money from tours.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
Then you don't even think about it anymore. But, I mean, for the most part, the majority of these artists, they not even signed to deals anymore. Like, think about it. You think Maxwell got a deal? But let Maxwell be in concert.
Maxwell
that thing about to be sold out.
Exactly.
But he probably hasn't, you know, partner with a major label in several, like probably over 5 years. So, and that's just one example. I mean, I don't think Drew Hill is signed, but they still got it.
They still killing it.
I mean, they got it.
I mean, you know, I mean, we got a mutual friend that does tours, and I remember talking to him one day, and he was like, "No," he said, "That's where." Literally the bulk of my money come from. Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's why yo was in the road. He was like, yeah. I'm like, that's why you ain't never here. Because he's always on tour somewhere.
Yeah.
They make a lot of money that
ironically, one of the things about now that's more advantageous for artists is because you still can have your music streaming, but you gotta be able to find venues where you can do live performance.
That's right.
But guess what? In today's world, if you're the independent artist and you wrote or helped with the collaboration of the record, you can make money from the streaming and from the shows.
That's right.
A lot of the artists in the early 2000s and the 90s, they weren't writing or producing any of the music. So they weren't making any money off of the radio plays or the streams because that money went to the actual writers and producers.
Right.
Their only form of income was doing shows.
Right.
So,
You know, a friend of mine went to see Day 26 in Chicago, and Jay Howell opened. And
I need Jay Howell.
I know I'll get to see him tomorrow. I cannot wait.
where at?
He's gonna be at Believe Music Hall.
Okay.
I haven't
never been there.
I haven't been there either. And the VIP tickets were sold out so that you could actually get a seat. They were sold out, so I got to stand up.
Let's pick up the phone. Let's call
let's
call Lester.
Yeah, so
see what we
so I got to wear something comfortable, but my friend was telling me the same thing you said, how people were going crazy over Day 26, and they did meet and greet, and he was like, a lot of people paid for the meet and greet.
Yeah.
And if I like somebody, I will pay for a meet and greet if I like them.
Day 26 had a meet and greet.
Yeah,
I wasn't there for it, but I seen video of them doing, the whole meet and greet. But
they did it different up there. They did it before for some reason, but they did it beforehand. But he was like, it was a lot of people that paid to see them, and he was surprised. I was like, people want to make fun of people that may not have had a very long, made it to the top 20 or whatever. I'm like,
you don't have to.
But you don't have to. They're still making money. It beats going to a job that you hate. They're still making money doing what they love, and people are paying to see them. They came to see them. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so, I mean, they had Day 26 had it. They had a whole meet and greet thing that people signed up for, and was
Jay Howell's having one tomorrow.
Yeah, they sure.
And they're always packed.
Packed.
They're packed. It's people it's packed. There's another show going on tomorrow too with Sean.
I'm not going to that one.
Sean Millie.
Nope.
And it's on the tip of my tongue, the other two people, but it's in Stockbridge.
Yeah, we going to a concert tomorrow.
Star?
I can't remember. I just saw.
Well, if it's in Stockbridge, it's got to be a Star.
It's at the amphitheater.
That's what. Yeah, that's the name.
That's where it is. It's down there. And so I couldn't remember. But
that's the only place in Stockbridge you could perform.
Yeah, but I know Sean Millie is doing it. He opened up for Jay Howell one time. Okay. So, but I'm excited. I'll tell y'all about it.
See, I'm going to a different concert tomorrow.
Where?
I'm going to Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick, Rakim,
really,
Big Daddy. Tomorrow.
So you going to like a senior
citizen
center? A senior home.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna know a lot of their songs.
You going to see a whole bunch of
like you going to Green Acres. Okay.
It's like, yo, my Big Daddy Kane. This is Rakim. He come out in a wheelchair like
Hey,
ain't
hello,
no joke.
Sonny.
I'm a microphone fiend.
Everybody's saying
they because he just Rakim released a new song a couple of days ago. I haven't heard it yet, but I got to check it out. But yeah, so that's where I'm going to. Me and the wife are going to that tomorrow. So
where's that at? Where are they performing?
Mapleton.
Okay.
The amphitheater.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been to that one. That's where I saw Drew Hill, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I remember watching Drew Hill in concert. Mike gave us tickets for our anniversary in like 2016, something like that. And it was 112, Drew Hill. It was a concert that I really wanted. It was on my. It was like
I feel like I was at that same concert.
No, it was Kansas City. This was in Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
maybe
we were
still on the same run.
Yeah, we were still in St. Louis at the time, so it was Jagged Edge, 112, Drew Hill. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Faith Evans, Keisha Cole. That's how I lost some hearing because Keisha Cole's
tried to blow the
segment. Her sound was crazy. You thought it was crazy. I mean, when I left that concert, my wife had to drive. I could not hear. I literally was like deaf that entire night. I could not hear a single thing. You could be standing close to me and yell in my ear. I wouldn't have heard a single thing.
How long did it take for your hearing?
Yeah.
A couple days.
Wow.
Yeah, it took a couple days.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, you talking about Drew Hill and Jagged Edge and 112 and
that's your era too.
That was because I'm an old senior citizen, right? So I was there.
The one I went to, it was 112. It was Blackstreet. It was Keith Sweat.
Nope.
It was.
I have seen Blackstreet in concert though, but not.
Maybe it was Next. I think was there also.
Baby, when we're grinding.
Let me hear you.
Excited.
You can sing too, right?
I think that was it, but that was the show.
Real close, so sweet and real slow.
I can't. Making it hard for me.
Man.
That's funny.
Let's jump into this.
Okay.
I brought back the quick hits for tonight.
Yeah.
You know why? Because
Why?
there's a lot. So you won't hear, but a
No.
lot of these were things that we talked about before,
Okay.
and now they got some updates to them.
Okay, let's
which
hear
has been
it.
crazy,
I'm looking
right?
at it right now from my
So
phone.
what's his name? David D4VD.
Yes.
Yeah.
we
My
did
man
touch on that.
My man going to. Yeah. So we touched on it in the episode like a while back.
Yeah.
When they first found out the girl was missing and in the trunk, and
Yeah.
then he was doing some crazy stuff and why she 14 with you and all this other stuff. So yeah, my man. So a Los Angeles judge has ruled that there's enough evidence for singer David Anthony Burke to stand trial. The decision follows a 5-day preliminary hearing where prosecutors presented witness testimony. I'm like, who did y'all have these witnesses before? Listen, because it's been like a year probably.
Yeah,
It's been a little bit
since they
long,
found
yeah.
her, yeah.
Yeah. So they got witness testimony, forensic evidence, and digital evidence. Okay. Burke has pleaded not guilty to multiple felony charges, including first-degree murder. The ruling does not determine guilt. It simply means the case will now move forward to a jury trial. Bro.
Yeah, because he's been free this entire time.
Yep.
She was found in the trunk of his vehicle.
His vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Which was in
Was
an
it a rental?
impound lot.
No, it was his vehicle in the impound lot.
Yeah,
that's right.
Now, I can't even explain what his logic might have been on
I
that
can't
one.
either.
But yeah, but that was a year ago almost, and they are just now saying that they have accumulated enough evidence to. And it sounds like they've got some pretty,
substantial.
Yeah, he going
evidence.
He going up the river.
They got some evidence.
It sounds like they have. They got the Amazon receipt where the boy ordered a chainsaw to cut a body up.
Why do people be stupid like that?
That's part of the digital evidence.
Yeah, but you almost, if you're gonna commit a crime, you need to not do anything on your phone. Don't have an electronic.
How you
device.
going?
Well, you better figure it out. But you better not. You can't have no electronic devices. You need to be on a bicycle, and you need to wear a
with a hood on.
Yeah, and you need to wear a spacesuit that cover up all your hair and everything. Don't spit, don't breathe, don't sneeze.
You see, she didn't thought about it. She like, let me see.
She was like, I know how to commit the perfect crime.
I used to watch a lot of forensic files. That's how I know. I'm not a killer.
But it's hard not to talk about criminal activity, but it's hard to kind of do anything criminally with a lot of social media, cameras and cameras and satellites all around.
You don't know, and you don't know where they are.
You have no idea. We watched this movie. What was this movie called? My wife and I watched this movie, and in the movie, a police officer was framed for murdering his wife.
It's on Netflix. I saw it.
Yeah.
Very good movie.
Framed for murdering his wife, and he had to go before an AI judge who was or prosecutor or whoever this AI was.
AI was the judge, jury
and everything, right? And so he had a certain amount of time to prove his freedom.
Yep.
And my wife and I were sitting there going, the average person would not know how to do anything. They would be executed. They would not know all the things that he knows. And not to give the story away,
you can tell.
But the only reason why he found out who did it was because of what he was a police officer. So he was like, wait, there's a camera in the back. My neighbor has a door camera or a bird camera. And the bird camera it didn't even see the guy come out of the house. It saw the ruffle of the bushes. And then from the ruffle of the bushes, they tracked. And then boom, they found him. And they were like, now we know who did it. But he still had to prove and go through. Oh my goodness!
I want to watch it.
It's a great movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a really good movie though. But
it's a good movie considering that the lead actor doesn't leave the room that he's in the entire movie,
except at the very end. But the entire movie is
he basically strapped to a chair.
Okay.
The entire time.
Yeah,
but it was still great.
Yeah, they like, you in custody, my boy.
Yeah, where you going? You ain't going.
That just goes to show that the innocent until proven guilty is the most backwards, upside down doofus
It
saying, it's like, I'm putting these cuffs on you and I'm taking you into custody. But you innocent.
You innocent. And if you
until
innocent, why you
you
arrested?
proven guilty.
Right.
But we still taking you
to the guilty place.
Yeah.
Right.
Mind you, there's some people who will be in custody for like months. Before they even
That's right.
get a chance to prove innocence.
You are temporarily guilty until we make you final guilty.
Yeah.
Right. You sub guilty.
Yeah.
You know, pseudo.
I went for jury duty when they were asking people that question. It was like the preliminary question. The lawyers wanted to have everybody ask.
Nah, don't put me in it.
To be on the panel, to be on the jury.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, do you believe in the process of innocent until proven guilty? I was like, no. They was like, get him up out of here.
Right, get him up out.
I was like, yes.
I've been there saying some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I had to go to jury duty and they didn't pick me.
Same.
But because I would have went in there saying some crazy stuff. Do you believe he guilty right now. You guilty.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I would have been this.
Yeah, I'm like,
just to get out.
I'm like, there's no way that it's innocent.
I want that 25.
You don't take people into custody and tell them they're still innocent.
But give me my $25.
They just lost their right to freedom right in that moment when you took them.
But I want my $25 though.
right. But go ahead and give me my $25.
I have that little card. I forgot about it.
Okay. How long ago was this? Because it made big spot. Well,
it was just a few months ago.
Oh yeah, you better go and get that gas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's right. In other news, Chris Brown pleads guilty to London nightclub case. Chris Brown has pleaded guilty to this incident that we talked about a long time ago when we were like, well, did he really do it? Why would Chris Brown really do that? But he's pleaded guilty, right, to that altercation at London's Tape nightclub involving music producer Abraham. I can never pronounce your name, man. D-A-W?
I don't know.
Whatever your name is.
WD-40?
Yeah, Prosecutors allege Chris Brown struck him with a tequila bottle during what they describe as a vicious and unprovoked attack. Like Chris Brown just walked into the club, saw the producer, was like, hey, you didn't put the snare the right way. Bam, and smacked him inside the head with it. In exchange for the guilty plea, more serious charges included attempted grievous bodily harm and assault were dropped. Brown is scheduled to be sentenced in October. Chris
this was a trap.
You believe it was a trap?
It was a tricky trap.
It was a tricky trap.
The reason I say that is because
trap.
Obviously, you know, people, especially celebrities with money who can get good lawyers and that kind of thing, they try to find loopholes to get out of these scenarios, get charges dropped, to get things thrown out. So clearly, this is something that happened years ago now.
Yeah, about a year or so.
So he's been attempting to do that, and that hasn't worked out. This is not. The charges are not in America, so he not just gonna be able to put some money in somebody's pocket and they're gonna turn their back.
Yeah.
And then the prosecution comes to you and they're like, okay, we got these plea deal options. Now, this is obviously him accepting a guilty plea because that was the deal that he struck. The catch to that deal is that means that he actually needs to turn himself in. Now, the problem with that is I got tickets to the show in November.
I was going to say.
and I think he got to turn himself in like October.
I was going to ask.
Ain't going to be no breezy bowl.
Yeah, so it's like I'm assuming that he already knows that he going to be able to go and get out before some shows, but it sounds like some shows going to get missed.
Yeah.
Now, if he go in October, hopefully he'll be out by the end of November, which is when my tickets is for the Usher Chris Brown tour. But he's going to miss some shows, and I doubt that he would have easily accepted a guilty plea if he knew that he was going.
They were saying,
well, he's going to be sentenced in October, so that means we could say you will. Sometimes when you're sentenced, they take you right then.
That's what I'm saying.
Gonna say.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
you go straight to the
go
back.
straight to jail.
Yes.
Do not pass go.
Straight to jail.
You go straight to jail.
Yeah.
Right? You do this straight to jail. Right? Do not pass go.
Yeah.
But so are they going to be like, hey, okay, finish out your tour?
Right.
And
or they're going to be like, surprise, you need to do 60 days in jail.
Exactly. They're not going to let him. They ain't going to be that nice.
I mean, they dropped charges in order for him to accept.
Exactly.
That was the yin for the yang.
Mm-hmm, that was the deal.
Yeah. So it would be wild, and it wouldn't be the first time That's somebody from the States went somewhere else, thought they was gonna play reindeer games in another country, and the other countries don't go for that.
They don't play
and
them
that's
same
why
games.
I wish we would have common sense when we go. Well, here too. But when I'm somewhere and I don't know the laws and I don't know nobody, I'm walking the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Whether I got, and I,
You ain't gonna find me swinging no bottles in the club.
You're
Not
not.
at
So
all.
I'm like,
Of all the
especially with
things.
them having money. And let's be honest, a lot of times when you go to other countries like that, they don't even be liking us for real.
That's a whole fact.
They don't like us. They
That's
do
the
not.
key.
They don't like American. Like I remember when I was in college. We were in France. We was at the Cannes Film Festival, and we were supposed to meet our professor back somewhere, and we couldn't find the place. I was like, y'all, we got to get back. So I'm with my classmates, and I'm about 20 years old or something like that. So about 10 years ago.
Exactly.
And so there was a French female police officer. And no, we were trying to ask people, I don't know French. Like, how do we get back? And then they was like, no. And so I was like, let's ask the police officer. I'm sure she knows. I said, ma'am, we need to get back to the port. How do we get back? She was like, I said, she started to because speaking French. I said,
she was like, we see labels.
Exactly. I said, I'm sorry. I said, I don't speak French. And so she ended up telling us, and she said, learn French next time. And so my friend was like, what she said? I said, girl, come on here. We in a whole nother country.
Right.
I said,
we not about to do.
I said, yes, ma'am. Because I'm like, I don't know. So we got to have common sense. They don't like us over there. They don't. Not there, but just in a lot of countries. They think we're lazy. They think we're entitled. Dumb. We only know y'all only know one language. I know 4 or 5.
That's true. They do be knowing hell of languages though.
They do.
And we be on some old, if you don't speak English,
they do know some other languages, bro, because they'll be like, oh, you don't know any languages? I can speak French, I can speak German, Russian, I can speak Italian, and I can speak Portuguese, and I can.
What you know, English?
But here's the thing though, because for them, when they are learning a language, they are learning a language that has roots from other. So if you speak Spanish, it's kind of easy for you to start learning Portuguese because some of there's similarities, right? If you speak Italian or you speak, because they have close proximity, so it's easier for you to kind of pick up those other language. It's difficult for you if you speak English and try to pick up another language. It's so much easier if you speak another language. It's easier for you to pick up another language outside of English. It's just like my grandfather spoke 9 different languages, which was crazy, right? And my grandfather he did some crazy stuff like in his military career, but and he learned Japanese and German and French and Italian and of course English, but it's easier for them to do it because of where they are and the proximity to other languages. And they hear these other languages, and it's quickly easy for them to adopt it because a lot of their words are rooted in some of the other words, where ours is not.
This is true.
It is in some instance because a lot of words aren't owned by us.
Yeah, the majority of the English language was stolen.
It's
in parts and pieces from other countries, whether it's Latin, whether it's European, whether it's Spanish.
It's a different language for them.
Yeah.
And so it's easy for them to do it. But yeah, my man Chris Breezy is about to go to you know what I'm saying? Under the gym.
Hopefully he can get that
street
before
the show.
I hope you get to go to your
no more flying in the sky for you.
Right.
With your wires, Mr. Breezy.
Yeah, won't be no more bumping
That's
and
crazy.
grinding.
Like just stay out of trouble. See, here's the thing. Like, because once you get artists, if you eventually get big enough, man, have people around you that can actually hold you down and tell you, hey man, don't do that. You grown, you're gonna do what you want to do anyway. You know what I'm saying? But at least have somebody
people
around you
care.
that's not a yes man, and that's gonna be like, hey bro, I don't think what you're doing is cool. Like I think you need to stop that. But
you're a target. You're
but
already
a lot of
a
people,
target.
you're already a target because you're famous. You're already a target because you're black.
And I was like, you're a black man, and you over
and you got money,
and you rich.
They expect you to be angry.
Exactly.
And they expect you to be violent in some capacity. And so they expect you to act hood when you go out and do stuff when you ain't got a little liquor in you, you got a little smoke in you. So they can be like, oh, we know you're gonna be on something anyway. So they just looking for it. So just don't do it.
Don't fall into the trap, guys.
Don't do it.
That go for regular people too. Don't fall for
That's
it.
a fact.
Man.
Please.
Look, especially when you're traveling abroad.
Don't do no criminal activities. Don't do no drugs. Don't mess with no women. in foreign period. I mean, in foreign countries, especially, they gonna hem you. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chris Brown was over my house the other day, and like, what happened to what was the old boy name? What was his name? He went to Australia, and the white Australian girl hemmed him up. Man, she was it the dude was always, he's one of my favorite rappers too, but I can't think it. I see him, but I can't think of his name right now.
One of your favorite must have been T.I.
Oh, T.I. got hemmed up by Iggy. That's what it was. Iggy. He got hemmed up by Iggy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
When you say Australian.
Yeah. So him and Iggy was,
yeah, that's crazy.
Relationship.
Getting Iggy with it.
Right. They were getting Iggy with it. Oh man.
That was a good one with it.
But I mean, he was signed to he wears the weird eyes sometimes. Oh my gosh, I like him as a rapper, but I can't remember my boy's name at the moment. I'm attributed to being old. But anyway, your man RBX. Remember we talked about RBX. RBX has filed an expanded class action lawsuit against Spotify, alleging that the platform knowingly allows large-scale streaming fraud to benefit some of its biggest artists while aggressively policing fraud for independent artists. RBX, who are you and why are you? I mean, I know who you are, RBX. I'm just saying, why are you the four-man? This is what we said, and when we talked about it a while ago, why are you the forefront person for this?
Right.
Like, why? You haven't. There's no albums you got out. There's no people listening to your song on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, none of these. Like, where are you? Brian, when Brian was here, Brian was like, "Nah, somebody set him up to do this. He's the front person. There's somebody else bigger behind him, but he's the kind of the guy they put out in the forefront to say, hey, go fight this for us." Why is RBX again? Here we are again with you, and this whole Spotify allegations and lawsuit. I mean, what are you going to get out of it, RBX? Like, nobody's streaming I don't think anybody's streaming your songs.
Yeah, I don't know if RBX has even made any music to release in the last.
I don't know. RBX, Cell Block 2.
He is a true 90s artist. Yeah, I'm looking him up, but it says.
Man, RBX hasn't made a song in 17 years, bro.
Yeah, it's saying it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. The only song I remember RBX being on was that song right there. Was Stranded on Death Row. And he did a verse, and at the end he was like, RBX, Cell Block 2. And then it went, Rage, lyrical murderer, stranded on death row. Now I'm serving a lifetime sentence. There be no repentance.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. That's my girl right there, Rage. Y'all know, I shot a video with Rage like a couple years ago. A music video.
She's a good friend of mine.
Oh.
Who, Rage?
Yeah. Oh. My sister's her attorney.
Your sister's attorney for everybody.
Yeah. I introduced them.
Oh, you did?
Because I met her on a set of one of the films that we had clients in. And she was like, I'm trying to trademark the Lady of Rage, the name. And I was like, oh, my sister does trademarks.
She was like, "Man,
been rocking with her ever since."
Connect. Connect. So the Lady of Rage. Man, let's talk about these major topics.
Okay.
BTS boycotts the Grammys. So global supergroup BTS announced that they will not submit their music for consideration at the 2027 Grammy Awards after the Recording Academy introduced a new Best Asian Pop Music Performance category. The group said they want their music to be judged for the music itself rather than by the region or language. In response, Harvey Mason, the Recording Academy CEO, said he respected BTS' decision but defended the new category, arguing it was created to expand recognition, not separate artists from the major awards. The controversy has sparked a broader debate about diversity versus segregation. While the Academy says the new category gives more artists a chance to be recognized, critics argue it creates a separate lane for Asian artists instead of allowing them to compete equally in mainstream pop categories. I'll get y'all take on it first, because you know how I feel. I love K-pop music.
Yeah.
But I know how I feel about K-pop artists, though.
Yeah, I was kind of thrown off. I felt like I must have missed some information somewhere. I don't understand why, and hopefully we can flesh that out. here in this conversation is why this is a big deal. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why aren't the Latin Grammys offended by the fact that they got an entire show separate from the Grammy show that's for Latin music? Or if you are familiar with the Recording Academy, then you know that even in order for your music to be eligible for a category, it has to be released in the United States. So,
That's right.
I mean, it's something that's available to the world, but it's still the Grammys
Has to be
it's
a U.S. based
it's
award.
it's an American
Yeah.
scenario. And so here again is one of these times where the Recording Academy is trying to be all inclusive and you're still pissing people off. So it's like you're not gonna please everybody at the end of the day. And then really when you think about it too, I don't know how much influence or power from a Recording Academy perspective the K-pop music has, but even when you think about the popularity of the music itself, and you're talking about an entire genre that is really built around bilingual music. I just don't understand why you wouldn't want it to be in a separate category. For example, because we know, right? We know many writers from the States that have written for K-pop artists,
for sure.
right?
I know, like, personally.
Yes, we know them. So imagine it being a scenario where it's said that, oh, well, that music shouldn't be included because they're speaking two languages, then maybe those writers never get an opportunity for their song to win a Grammy. Or the writer could say, well, yeah, my song got nominated, but I knew I wasn't going to win because, they changed half of the lyrics to Korean. And, the voters we don't have enough voters that speak Korean. So them songs didn't hit home with. This now separates it so that when people are voting for those K-pop records, they're making a conscious decision to vote for the best songs of that genre, the same as any R&B or hip hop, or it's a genre. And if you're voting for it as a Grammy voter, that means that you understand, appreciate, and or are a contributing member to that genre. You can only vote for X number of categories because the Recording Academy wants the voting body to be voting for things that they know about.
Right.
Like when people don't have all the details and all the context, this is kind of what happens. And the only thing that really my first thought that came to my mind when I saw Harvey's statement was, well, this won't last because the Recording Academy is very what's the word? They're very flexible and fluent. So they'll try something for 2 years, and if people don't like it, they'll go to something else. Yep. So I don't know what else they can do to maybe explain this or flush it out a little bit better, if that's possible, or if this is a knee-jerk reaction by the public that there's this outrage or whatever. People like, yeah, that's what y'all get. They not gonna put their song, like they're actually hurting. Yeah. You're not hurting.
I don't think they're really.
What they're doing is giving other artists a better chance.
Yes, I don't think nobody's.
They're not hurting anybody but themselves.
And that's their right. It's a free country. They can have their opinion, but you got to start somewhere. Me personally, I don't think it reinforces separation or division. It's kind of got its own little genre to me. So I think it's a good idea to have it somewhere separate because it sounds different from some of the other styles. So, I mean, it's kind of like you said, you're just giving the other, they're probably glad, like, ooh, they ain't gonna do it. So we really got a chance.
If you Cat's Eye or if you Blue Jean or if you some of those other groups, you like, good.
You're right.
I ain't got to compete with them.
Stray Kids.
And I don't think people are not gonna not watch, even people that really love K-pop music, I don't think they're not. I mean, you might have some, but I don't think people are not gonna not watch.
That's the weird thing is, you know how they say people, it's hard to look away at a train wreck or something like that.
Yeah,
people are gonna still want to watch it because you can't criticize it if you don't watch it.
Exactly.
They want to criticize it. They want to hate it.
They want to hate it.
You
so
need
they gotta
fuel.
watch it.
Yeah, you need fuel for your hate. So they're gonna watch it anyway.
So the big thing is that they're harping on it being segregated for Asians. But isn't there like, I mean, you got a whole Latin section for the Grammys, like, and they don't have an issue with it being, but then you got.
That makes me even more irritated.
Me
because
too.
like I said, here we go again. This is another. You know, I want to make this a yes. This is another one of my I hate human rants. Which, you know, taken out of context can be
some dude was
crazy.
like, he's a human too. I was like,
exactly.
Duh.
Exactly. It's called being self-aware. So it's easier to identify the things when you can relate to them. And I can relate to all the things I'm saying that are reasons why humans get on my nerves.
Yeah.
This is one of those because it's not just for that's such an ignorant thought process. It's not just for Asians and it probably should be, but hey, guess what? Just like every other genre, they stole it from us. So
okay.
So that listen to K-pop records. It's a hip hop, a pop, and an R&B record smashed into 3 minutes. They took 3 genres and made it one. And then guess what? I'll double down on that. When they didn't have enough music for the artists that they wanted to put out, guess what they started to do? They started to fly the writers of R&B and hip hop from the United States over there to write the songs.
I know some people that went.
So this is actually going to give an opportunity to more American writers who wrote international music to have a chance for their songs to be nominated, which they may not have otherwise had an equal opportunity to win in a pop category where, again, her name might be Dua Lipa, but guess what? All her lyrics are in English. Or her name might be Ariana Grande, but guess what? Her lyrics are in English.
Yeah.
So if you put a K-pop song in the same category with them, then people are gonna say, "Oh, that wasn't fair to the K-pop song because half of the song is in Korean."
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. So as you stated, there's an entire Latin Grammy Awards show.
Yes.
Just for them.
Yes.
Right? And then there's the Grammys.
Yes.
In which they also are part of.
Yes.
They can still submit for the Grammys outside of the Latin Grammy Awards. And so in the Grammys, they still have categories. They still have Best Latin Pop Album. Right? They still got Best Música Urbana Album, Best Música Mexicana Album, and Best Latin Rock or Alternative Album. All Latin based, but still at the Grammy Awards, right? Harvey Mason said that this was to give, I'll just use the word shine, to the Asian K-pop, J-pop, C-pop genre world.
Because otherwise you're mixing them in with
you're gonna mix them into everybody,
and then everybody's gonna say something's not fair about it.
Oh, why did Taylor Swift went up with BTS? Because Taylor Swift won. Why did Beyonce? Somebody I saw a comment. It was like Beyonce is gonna win the next best K-pop.
Hey, she might decide that Beyonce might go crazy.
She
on
may
some
get it. She gonna
K-pop
do a K-pop because your girl Meg Thee Stallion try to do a K-pop song.
Yeah, she loves anime.
Yeah. And so here's the thing: you can still, within the Asian category, still submit for other categories.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do y'all know that, BTS? I know y'all. But here's the thing.
And Harvey said that in his statement.
Right.
Like you can still submit for best pop album, for best
album of the year,
for record of the year.
Record of the year. You can still submit for those.
Yes.
It's actually an advantage. It gives you a better chance
to win. He said it gives you more exposure, more categories, gives you more opportunities
I didn't get it, honestly.
Well,
I
if
didn't
you didn't
understand
do
the
it,
outrage.
but I feel like if you didn't, you'd be like, well, they have the Latin, they didn't give us out.
That's right. Why Latin got one and we didn't
get one? But you got one now. Now you're complaining that you got one, and
then
you think
they
it's
take
segregation and division, and it's not.
You can't please people
Because the question is, well, as with the Latin, there are certain criteria that you have to meet, right? And so your song has to encompass a certain amount of language from that culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're making a K-pop song, it's Korean, it has to have a certain amount of Korean in the song. And okay, all categories have criteria that you have to meet, right? When we interview Major
about spoken word,
right? There's a amount of
X amount of spoken word.
Got to have an X
every
amount.
Song.
Every song has to have a certain amount.
Yep.
Right. And so that's how they then make the determination if it fits in this category or if it doesn't. Now, BTS, if they wanted to do now, so here's the thing. Hype said, okay, yeah, that's BTS, our largest group. They're pulling out, but that doesn't mean everybody else is pulling out of the Grammys for the category.
Yeah. I heard there were a few others that decided to join them. I think it's like maybe 3 groups made
if BTS is going to do
statement.
Then everybody else probably be like, oh, well, we'll do it too. Then no, like
I mean, I would be thinking the other way. If BTS is
I'm
definitely going to be in there.
Because my chances of
Stray Kids,
my Kalshi numbers or my what is it? What's the other betting?
She better be in there. That gives me more opportunity to win. But
they're
taking it as it's segregating them, and it's not.
No.
It is giving you your own that other people can't get into.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I can't imagine Kendrick rapping in Korean for half of his album. Like, he can't get in there now.
Yeah.
Right? So only people that do what you do are given this platform, this category, to shine in this category. And can't anybody else really get in there. So whether you're a K-pop artist, a J-pop artist, a C-pop artist, y'all could dominate that because that's your category. It'd be hard for Kanye West to go into a Latin category.
Very difficult. Impossible.
So impossible. It's difficult to do that. So that's why they dominate in there. That's why they got the whole award show over there just for them.
Mm-hmm.
When I read it and I was like, I don't see it. I don't see why y'all are so worried about segregation and division. You barely give homage to the people that have created the genre that you have extracted all of your sound and rhythm and dance moves and from.
You done took basically American music and turned it into gumbo.
Y'all got braids and y'all got bling.
Yeah, I saw somebody with cornrows, twists. They doing.
Y'all be like, yo, what's up?
Out.
Yeah, what's up? Now, granted, I love K-pop. I love K-pop. It sounds hypocritical, but I do love
My daughter
K-pop
loves
music.
K-pop.
I really like K-pop music because it sounds great. Right? You got the production sounds great. The music, I mean, it just sounds great. What the issue is the other side of K-pop. It's not so much, it's the, you're trying to look like us. You're trying to act like us. You're trying to have style like us. And then when we say something about it, it's music. Let's, like that's a culture that belongs to us. It's not, and people go, well, and this is what I hate when people say this. I hate when y'all say, I'm gonna use your phrase.
Humans?
I hate humans for this.
Yeah.
Well, Wu-Tang, what about Wu-Tang? Wu-Tang was culturally appropriating people. No, they're not. Wu-Tang is not running around singing songs in
another language.
In Chinese. Like they're not. In another, I mean, they're using.
They pay homage to a culture.
They're paying the homage. They're not extracting the culture and using the culture for themselves to exploit it in that way. What about Wu-Tang? Wu-Tang is, y'all better get up out of here with that. Wu-Tang ain't
not my Wu-Tang.
They ain't no way they up in here doing that. Y'all crazy.
So I wanted to look it up real quick. All right, so because the song came to my mind, which was APT.
Mm-hmm.
So APT actually got nominated. I want to say it was last year. It was in 68th. Yeah, so that was last year. 68 Grammys. APT got nominated. Y'all know that song? You know APT? APT is a song with Bruno Mars on it. It's like pata.
Okay.
It's actually a K-pop song.
Okay.
Because the APT is the describing of a drinking game.
Okay.
A Korean drinking game. Where you got to do something and you drink, kiss the person or
like spin the bottle.
Basically, yeah. It's a Korean game, and that song got nominated. Got nominated in 3 categories. Lost in all 3. They could say that's not fair. We lost because some of the song wasn't in English, right? Well, guess what? APT, you right. So what did the Recording Academy do? They decided, let's try to fix it. Let's give them a category for all of that music to go into. And there is an outrage.
Yeah.
This is what happened when you try too hard to please everybody.
Yeah.
Please everyone.
You still end up pissing people off.
Yeah, I mean,
which is
why they went.
Weird. And by the way, let me say this: the APT song primarily written by Black folks. Shout out to T-Ron, who was one of the writers on APT. So this category gives writers like T-Ron, like JQ, like Bryce.
You was thinking the same thing. Like Bryce.
About him.
Give them all opportunities to now be rewarded for work that's international when you might be thinking, oh man, I wrote this song and it did really well and, multi-platinum record, but because of the genre thing, I don't have a chance. Because APT, they were saying it basically was the first time ever that a K-pop song was nominated in all 3 of the major song categories, like Song of the Year, like Best Pop Performance. So the category was supposed to do good, and now they're trying to turn it into something else.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate, but that's what happens when you deal with humans.
I hate them sometimes.
I know.
It's a love-hate relationship, but we only talking about the hate right now. We can talk about the love later.
And the K-pop Demon Hunters won best song written for visual media at the Grammys. That's why I'm looking it up for K-pop Demon Hunters,
which is another example of what Harvey said about you can still
submit for other
categories,
and that's fine.
And win.
So let me submit for the categories that are Asian categories, and then let me submit for everything else too.
Now I will say this about that song that did win. That Demon Hunter song is 100% in English.
Yeah, it is.
And that could be. So,
I'm sure there is probably a K-pop Korean version out there, but the one that actually gets played on radio in the States is all English.
Like it's almost that critics argue regional categories marginalize foreign language artists for major general fields like Album of the Year. No, it doesn't. You can still
be nominated. Album
you
of
can
the
still
year.
Y'all. See, that's the thing. Y'all must not know how the Grammys work.
They don't. No one
That's
does.
the issue.
No one
You don't know how it works.
But be so quick to have an opinion on something.
Yes.
And
like
the
most
opinion becomes fact in their mind. Perspective becomes reality. And they don't actually have a clue. When I saw this come up on my feed, I had to hurry up and get
past it
because I wanted to comment. And then I was like, I'm going to comment. My comment's going to be long. Only people who are members of the Academy are even going to know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
It's pointless. And and then I'm preaching to the choir. So I was like, let me get up out of here before they irritate me.
And I know how the process works because in 2017, the album that I created in 2017, I was a nobody. I'm still a nobody. But I was a nobody, created a nobody album. So here's the thing. You can still submit even as a nobody. It may not go anywhere.
Well, that's the thing. You're not a nobody.
It may not go anywhere.
If you've got a product to submit, you just officially became somebody.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Because I submitted it.
Yeah. And the moment that you create something, you are someone.
And I had
because you have something to offer
to
the world.
Yeah, I knew I had to follow the exact process of what categories it was going to be put in and why. Had to mail I don't know if you got to mail it today anymore, but I had to mail the CD.
Oh wow!
Or I think I either had to mail a copy and upload the songs.
That
is what,
sounds right for back then.
yeah, for it's 2017, right? And so I had to get it there was a whole process.
Yeah, because now all you got to do is submit the links
exactly
to where the songs found on.
I had to submit a physical copy of the CD and mail it.
Yeah,
sure did.
Now they're like, "What's mail?
What's mail? What's this?" So
what's a physical copy?
And in there you check which categories you feel your song or your album goes in. I submitted it for all R&B type categories, right? I was like, whatever, I'm gonna put it in there. R&B song of the year. I was submitting it for every category that I could put it in. I mean, it didn't go nowhere, but you can still see. That's what I'm like. Y'all don't y'all. I firmly believe y'all do not know the process.
They don't
for the recording for the Grammys. Y'all don't understand that process.
And it's kind of okay. I'm kind of okay with it because
we don't want everybody submitting for
you don't want everybody submitting, and there's already people who have the ability to submit that.
Right.
There's levels to music. I'll just say that. But
I should have got my I didn't mean to cut you off.
You good?
I should have submitted for my voting membership back then, and I didn't. So.
Yeah, but I mean, to have the ability to do that, I mean, you're in rare air already,
right?
And so, everybody's not gonna get it a lot. I mean, obviously, especially when we're talking about social media. I mean, that's the beauty of social media. Anybody can have an opinion and voice it on something, but it doesn't mean that they're a subject expert, and so you almost got to kind of take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes people don't agree with things I say on social media, and my reply to them is, "Thanks for sharing your perspective."
I appreciate you.
That's my exact quote. Thanks for sharing your perspective.
Candice, you haven't gotten these yet, have you? Yeah, I think you've experienced it when you did your spin that because you got one on YouTube.
Oh, somebody came for her in the comments.
Somebody came at you today.
I'll try not to read them.
Somebody came at you today.
I got so many when I have gotten it. And you know what? I don't even pay any attention because I'm like, you don't even know me. This could be a bot. This is my opinion. You don't have to like it.
Yeah.
And I really wish I'm going to put something controversial on my own page. And I want y'all to come under there and comment and help me.
This thing said, where's it at? What is it? Hold on, let me go to the comment. Boy, this comment was,
I don't even want to know. I had people cussing me out.
Switch to the,
that's good.
Bam.
Hey, engagement is engagement to me. I'd be
that
like,
was cursing
whatever.
me. I was like, okay, like I'm probably never gonna see you in life.
Right? Yeah.
So here's a comment because it was based upon when you were saying about young mommy. I had posted it on social media like either today or yesterday.
I seen it.
So somebody on YouTube was like, okay, no one asked you. She has one of the best songs ever, so you really can't be talking. I was like,
and I wonder what this person is doing with their life.
I don't know. Let's see what Kim Simpson 2874 is doing
with her whole name.
Doing that shit. Hey,
yeah,
you got it on your YouTube. Hey, you got it on your YouTube.
I will say this. Like, usually, people who come after me
are they have these.
They page. Don't have nothing on it. Okay. Okay, Kim.
Okay, so this is a kid.
This is the person who came at you right here.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? They came at you
I
like
love
that.
you, Kim.
Okay,
Kim.
I love you.
Tell your parents we said hey.
Yeah.
Tell your mama we said hey.
We said hey.
Tell your mama then we said hey.
But here's a question. If this is you, why you out there listening to Spin That?
Hey. Obviously, Kim
if this is you, Kim, Kim Simpson 2874.
Kim, spinning that.
Why is you listening to Spin That? Yeah. Like you look 12.
Kim get to do what she want to do,
and you may be. What? Yeah. See, that's the issue. That's already the issue that you was talking about.
See,
and Kim just proved the point. We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I mean,
oh, somebody else was saying, but you don't mind going to work and school for the oppressor.
What? Wow.
Let me tell you, the internet is so funny. I actually laugh at a lot of stuff. I don't take anything personal. As long as you ain't threatening to hurt me or hurt my family and my kids, you can say what you want to say. You can call me whatever everything but a child of God. I don't care.
Boy, they be going crazy.
They come for you, boy.
I'm like, okay. But Kim, yeah, you just proved the reason why we say what we say.
Thank you, Kim. That's why I said that. You ain't got no business listening to that.
You don't.
Need to be listening to K-pop Demon Hunters.
And she probably and is.
And she like, and I am. And what?
Yeah, like she listening.
Wait till this get posted. And Kim Simpson 2874 see
in her bedroom practicing some BTS dance moves right now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
In between every time spin that, come on.
Oh man, that's crazy. All right, let's talk about this Anthropic. We got a bunch, right? Did y'all see this? So y'all may not know if you're not in this AI world and in tune to AI things. Donald Passman, we know who. I got his book right here.
Mm-hmm.
All you need to know about the music business, right? Yeah. That has been the Bible for the music industry for the longest time, right?
Yeah.
Forever. So Donald Passman's book, which has been the center of a growing debate over AI and copyright, after it was revealed that editions of his best-selling, let me see, I don't know, boom, right here, bam.
Yeah.
Y'all know this book? How many y'all got? Trust me, y'all probably got an edition of this book, right? This book right here has has been used to help train Anthropic's Claude AI model, because Passman remained part of a class action settlement against Anthropic. He's expected to receive only a modest payout despite the significant influence his work may have had on the AI's knowledge. The case raises the bigger question whether about AI companies should have to license copyrighted educational content, how creators should be compensated when their work trains AI, and what this means for the future value of expertise in the music industry. Okay, so let me go a little deeper into that. So yes, they have admitted, yes, they have trained their AI model on his books, right? They say the last 4 editions, but it really is probably from the very first edition of the book, even though this book still contains information from the first edition.
I was going to say, it's been updated. Because it's an updated version, I mean, technically, even from the first edition,
that's right,
which is still included in the 4th edition, some of the things that didn't change. So
this is the 10th. They have an 11th edition out. And he was in I believe they say we don't know when the 12th edition is going to be written or if it's going to be written, right? Because of this issue. So what happened is that it was identified that Anthropic was training AI on all of these books. And not just his book, tons of books. I mean tons of books.
I would imagine.
The settlement is $1.5 billion.
I'm
right?
reading that right now.
Billion with a B. So Simon & Schuster, the publicist, or the publishing company, knew about it, but didn't tell him. He said they forgot to tell him. They said that.
How you forget? Wow. How you forget to tell somebody?
They said that this is the reason why they said no, you can't opt out of this now, because we let you know several times that you are in this, and if you want to opt out, you need to opt out, and then if you opt out, you need to seek recourse on your own. Can you put that back, please?
Sure.
You gotta seek recourse on your own for your own relief mechanism, however you want to pursue that. We sent letters to his known address on file. There was communication sent to Simon & Schuster, and he never responded. Period. This is what they said. He never responded. So now he's coming out saying, I want to, and my man's a lawyer. All right. So now he comes out and says, well, I don't want to be a part of this. And the judge is like, no, bro, it's too late. Like, you should have opted out during the period when you were supposed to opt out. You can't opt out now. So now part of this, he's only going to get about $5,000 for
being part of the class
action lawsuit. And because it's a settlement, they still have trained the AI model.
Yeah, they're not going to undo what
they're not going to go undo that, right? There's no undoing of that. Yeah. So in the thing it says, in the article it says, well, if you want to know anything about the music business, Now you just go to Claude.
That's terrible.
I was like, wow. Because we've trained our model on all his books.
Yeah.
So if you want to know about the music industry, you can just come and ask Claude.
Don't worry about buying the book.
Don't worry about buying the book no more. You can just ask us.
That's
I was like, dang.
That's wild. The what comes to my mind, first question becomes, I wonder, did they pay anyone? Did anyone get paid? So, for example, the publishing company, Simon & Schuster, obviously knew about it, which means they went to them first. I don't see them just giving them free reign.
They got paid something. That's what I was saying. And that's why he didn't say anything.
Exactly. There's no way you can forget.
That's not something.
I mean, it literally says that in the article.
But if they said they sent him directly,
yes,
opportunities to opt in or opt out
to his mailing address.
Yeah,
did he
not through
to
Simon
that?
and Schuster.
Did he say why he didn't like? He has why he didn't do it? Okay,
nope.
And that becomes the thing. It's almost like, what is it? Quiet, complicit behavior. So if you don't say nothing, you basically are okay with whatever is taking place. That's how they looked at it. Well, you ain't say nothing, so you saying nothing gives us the free license to continue to move forward. Because we reached out. We did our part.
We did our part.
Now, it'd be different if he reached out, turned around and reached back out and was like, no, absolutely, I'm not interested.
That's right.
Then he could go to the courts with that, saying they did it against my wishes or whatever.
Right.
But
he didn't respond at all.
If he didn't respond at all,
it said that but my question is,
he probably didn't know the magnitude of the scenario.
They didn't forget.
I was
he just didn't. I don't know.
I'm trying to find the quote. I'm trying to find. So it says that the court did not find excusable neglect because of the settlement administrator declares that she mailed Passman a long form notice and bulk slip on December 1st, 2025, a reminder postcard notice on March 9, 2026, and a non-filing claimant notice on April 29, 2026 to his known address, even to the point where it was stamped received.
So did he think it was a joke, or he
No, because the one that was stamped received, supposedly he took that to Simon & Schuster saying, "What is this?"
Why you didn't ask the first time?
Right, saying, "What is this?" I'm trying to find.
So then they told him what it was, and then he still didn't respond to it.
No, nobody responded. It says, we previously explored the apparent lack of notification to Passman for his long-term publisher, Simon & Schuster, and touched on the possibility that Anthropic did not want high-profile authors to discover the settlement until after the deadline. Because after the deadline, you can't opt out.
Right.
And that means now you have to be a part of this $1.5 billion for however many authors are involved in this. And for him, it's only between $1,200 to $1,500 for each of the editions.
Right.
There's only 4 editions, which comes out to be around $1,200 for each edition, which is around, for him, $5,000. For him, that does not include the, let me go back. The other part goes to the Simon & Schuster and to cover legal fees. So out of all of that, he's only going to get $5,000.
Which is
whatever that settlement it is.
Crazy too, because when you write a continuing storyline, right?
Yes.
No one says, well, what's the value of the last part of the storyline or the third installment of the storyline? It's an entire body of work. So even if they only utilize the last 4 editions, if there's 11 editions, technically they used from one all the way to 11. Yeah, because it was a continuation of. It was a continuing maturation of the laws and practices of the industry.
That's right.
So he should be, and that's the thing is, and then when you look at how much money, how many copies of the book have been sold,
500,000.
I'm sure you factor that in, he would have been entitled to millions alone.
Yes, sir.
Him exclusively, separate from the class action scenario.
That's
So
right.
yeah, they would want to keep it
That's right.
as low key as possible so that people didn't come after them individually. They
That's
could have
right.
ended up spending $1 billion on just a handful of authors because
I don't
That's
feel
right.
like I should have to opt out of you using my work.
that's
Well-
how everything is set up now. That's
Well,
how they
for
play
that,
us
yeah.
because
Yeah,
they think
you
we
should-
won't read.
Yeah, but you should. I don't think I should have to. I think I should have to opt in.
But this is opting out of the settlement. So for him to say, I don't want to take part in the settlement,
Mm-hmm.
I want to still pursue legal action on my end.
own.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go after them for
Yeah.
more than
No.
just this $5,000.
And
No,
now
I
he
understand
can.
that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but I still feel like even I don't know. I feel like the publishing company knew about it, and I think they got some money.
I think they
Did
did.
y'all get some money?
Because why? Because
get
why
money?
wouldn't you? Come on now, it's follow
yeah, I
the
don't
money.
know. As a
Follow
publishing
the
company, why
money.
would you want your
Exactly.
entire body of your catalog of work to be scrubbed by
Exactly.
AI learning model?
Because they got money.
Had to
They got
have.
money for it. There's no. I mean, you have to follow the money.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. No otherwise.
Yeah.
I just want to find the phrase that say that they forgot. I was like,
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
They capped.
Tell me
That was
something.
that was something that my 12-year-old or he's 13, but my 10-year-old would say like, why didn't you take out the trash? I forgot.
I forgot.
Yeah,
How you
yeah.
forget? It's talking about internal emails with Passman's publisher Simon & Schuster revealed a striking level of confusion and inaction about the settlement. Somehow Passman never learned about the class action decision, which he did. He eventually did. And it says in April, when he got the notice, the one that was received, he took it to them, was like, yo, what's good? And it says, and Simon & Schuster executives appeared, well, clueless about it. Like, we don't know what you're talking about. What are they talking about? We don't know what they're talking about. What they talking about? We don't know what you're talking about.
But
Like, what's
now, if it
this?
says he wasn't aware of the class action decision, that's saying that it was already a done deal at that point,
Yeah.
and they were just informing their
That's right.
clients that, hey, we did this class action scenario. It's been settled. This is the bread. Are you in or you out?
You out. And they like,
He out.
and so he in now.
Yeah.
He gotta be. He can't
Yeah.
opt out of it.
Oh, I would
Right.
be sick. I would
Or
be sick.
I guess I shouldn't say are you in or you out because you was in.
You
He was in whether he wanted to be or
Voluntarily.
not. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
involuntarily, he was in. Yeah.
was
You
in
could
there
only
now.
opt out. You didn't have to opt in.
Yeah, you only opt.
Yeah, that's
only opt
nasty
out.
work. They owe him for 11 editions.
Yes, they do. I wonder if I can get this out.
Well, he ain't gonna get
Did
it.
you see that other crazy thing happen with the Anthropic the other day where they had a learning model that escaped from a practice
No.
scenario?
Oh, yes, I did. Me
You
and my
saw
wife
that?
had extensive conversations about that.
Yes. He's supposed
Yes.
to be in a sandbox scenario,
Yeah.
but apparently
Yeah.
in order to find the answers that they gave him to an exercise that they were doing, the
It got
learning
out.
model decided, well, the only way I can get those answers is if I break out of this training
Ooh.
module that they have me in, so that I can get into these other companies that have similar business
right.
structures. Then that will allow me to answer the question that
Oh,
they're
wow.
asking.
Yeah, I can't remember who it because it went and hacked another AI company.
Yeah.
And so
Oh,
supposedly
this is getting scary.
it was in the
It's wild.
sandbox. From what I understand, my wife, because my wife has like 3 AI certifications and all
Yeah.
this stuff, right? She's up there and you know AI-ness, right?
Yes,
Is that a word? I guess.
you made
it
it.
is now.
So we talked about this. You're like, you hear about this? And it had access to nothing,
Right.
but it figured out how to eventually get access to the internet and how to escape. And then when
Mhm.
it escaped, it went and hacked another AI company
Yeah.
and was doing this.
They,
I was like,
they said they later found out they actually hacked like 2 other companies as well.
yes, I heard this.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just making the way for Skynet.
Yeah. And then they're like,
That's-
oh, well,
that's
we
it.
didn't know it was going to do that.
Sure.
So now we go back to the drawing board.
Okay.
But at least now we know they're going to do that.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to find out what else is going to do.
Look, he's like, I am a T8. I am a T800. We need to find
Straight
Miles Dyson,
Terminator.
it's the director of Skynet, and
That's funny.
Yep.
it's Miles like, show him the arm. Show him the arm.
Oh.
Look, Miles Dyson. That's one of my favorite movies, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, Terminator 2.
I used to hate that movie.
Terminator.
That was a movie right
I
there.
used to
it
hate
was
it because my
pretty
mom
good.
watched it all the time.
Because it was a dope. Because it was a dope.
It's
movie.
grown on me, but I hated it.
Because
I
it was
used
a
to
dope.
hate
It was a dope movie. Yeah, when they found Miles Dyson, boy, I was like, oh, he's the one. Skynet man. Like, yeah. So, but he died when he was in there.
You are a fan.
Yeah, because he's acting it out.
I love those
for those
memes.
who can't see him right now.
Exactly.
You can see me on the screen.
Those memes, boy, with that.
For those that will be listening to this in their car.
Super funny. Those memes.
Yeah, for those who listen. That's why you should watch it. So you can see all the things theatrics that go on over here. Mm-hmm. But speaking of theatrics, my man Snoop Doggy Dogg is getting a biopic. Mm-hmm. You read this? Snoop Dogg's getting Universal Pictures has officially announced that Snoop D-O-G, the long-awaited biopic about Snoop Dogg, will hit theaters in August. I should have her read it.
No.
Let me read it, right? On August 2027, August 6, 2027, directed by Craig Brewer of Hustle and Flow. Whoop that. Get him. Whoop. Anyway, and starring Jonathan Davis as Snoop. We kind of look like Snoop, right?
Yeah.
When I saw the picture, I was like, yeah, he could play. I could see him playing. So he got the hair. They gonna put him in cornrow. I could see it. Yeah. The story aims to tell the story of one of hip hop's most recognizable cultural icons.
Wait. Who?
His name is Jonathan Davis.
Oh,
let me look him up.
Yeah, look him up. He when you see him, you're gonna be like,
I think it's who.
Yeah, I can see that.
Who I think it is.
The announcement continues Hollywood's growing investment in music biopics, following the success of films like Straight Outta Compton,
Michael,
right? Straight Outta Compton, A Crazy Mother Named Ice Cube, right? Anyway, 8 Mile, and of course, Michael. The bigger conversation isn't just about Snoop's legacy, it's whether these films are preserving hip-hop history, reshaping it for mainstream audiences, or creating new business opportunities for artists and their catalogs. Yes. To both of those. Because that's exactly what is. But here's the question. Are we excited about a Snoop Dogg biopic?
I would be interested to see it. I really love to see those type of films, whether I'm a huge fan of the artist or not. Just because I love to hear their story. And it sometimes it can give me, like when I saw the Michael one, it gave me another look, a glimpse of him that I had not seen. So for me, I like seeing them, whether I'm a big fan of them or not, because I love to see, like, how did they start? Like, what were their struggles? What did they do? That I like to see them. And I feel like it does, I don't want to say make them relevant again, but it puts you kind of on top of mind. So it definitely helps streams and stuff, because I'll do it. Let me go and listen, especially if it's someone I'm not really familiar with. I'll go back and listen to their catalog. So me, I'm down for it. I want to see it. Even if it's somebody that I'm not a huge fan of or I don't know anything about, I'll watch it. It's kind of like, because I like to watch the unsung documentaries and what was the other ones like that they had? But those type.
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
I love to watch stuff like that. So for me,
behind the music.
For me, I'm here for it. Me personally. Ty, go ahead, because you.
I don't want to be negative.
You're not.
But I want to be realistic.
Sure.
So this could actually be amazing, but it's not going to be. Okay, so
how do you know?
Because for example, it could be amazing because Snoop Dogg, I mean, there's so many layers to his story, right? Because even if you start talking about him with Dre, well, then Snoop also was with No Limit. Snoop was with Death Row.
Yes.
So there's so many different layers to Snoop, and we know and learn from even the Michael biopic, everything is not gonna get told, right?
I know it's not gonna get told.
So then people gonna be mad about what got left out, right? Snoop, we know he was the Mr. Murder was the case, right? He had the charges on him.
We ain't going into that.
He had the charges. He had to go to court. Everybody learned his government name was Calvin Brodus.
That's right.
Like, that could be phenomenal. That's a story that could be told, and we would be glued to the screen.
They have to do it in 2 movies.
Yeah.
Like Michael.
And they're not going to get it all in one movie.
Nope.
People are going to be upset about what gets left out. Right. And then I'm going to say this other part that is probably going to offend some people in addition to that, but it is what it is. This guy that they picked to play Snoop is from Nashville, Tennessee. What do we know? What's the signature thing about Snoop?
Country music. Oh, you're talking about, about Snoop.
The signature thing about Snoop is his West Coast accent.
He'll have coaches that'll train him. He'll learn.
So that's why I'm saying this gonna make people mad.
They gotta have coaches
because they gonna have to have coaches. But I'm gonna tell you right now, sorry,
it ain't gonna be
none
the same.
of these American actors ever pull it off. I
don't know.
Hey, cuz.
Because let me tell you, the best. I'm gonna tell
you.
So Dub C.
That's what I'm about to say. Yep.
Was the acting coach for Damson.
That's right.
What's Damson's last name?
I don't. Damson Idris.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought the other guy's name was Idris.
Well,
Idris Elba.
Yeah, Damson.
And then Damson's last name is Idris?
Yeah, I think Damson.
Is it? That would be wild.
What's Damson's last name?
But Damson locked in.
Damson locked in.
He locked in. When you watch
Idris.
When you watch Snowfall, that's crazy. That his name Damson Idris and the other dude's name is Idris Elba.
That's it.
Yeah, Damson Idris.
He locked in. When you watch Snowfall, you do not have any inkling that this man is not from L.A.
It's the same thing with Idris Elba too. Idris Elba.
He is also
it was the same thing when
not
he was in The Wire.
American actor.
When he was in The Wire, because he talks about it. He was like, don't tell him that you British,
right?
And he didn't sound British in The Wire. He was like, like, yo, hold on, this
he
really
came straight with his American accent and nailed it. Damson came with his American accent and nailed it. This dude from Nashville, good luck to you, bruh. Because when you come out here and you don't sound like you got that West Coast vibe, you're going to ruin the whole movie for me. I'm going to tell you that right now.
But I think he is. I think they know they got to get that right at the least.
Yeah, you would be surprised.
He got to do it.
He got to.
You would be surprised. Did you see what was the movie? I don't know what movie it was. Did you see the movie where Viola Davis played Barack's wife, Michelle Obama?
No,
I didn't see that.
Y'all not black then. Y'all ain't watched that.
She tried to lock in, and she
they get us for not watching.
She tried to lock in, and she didn't lock in. She didn't lock in. She tried to lock in, but I just don't think. We just don't do.
Nah, he gonna get it, bro. We don't do
it. It's too much riding.
Think about it.
He gonna get it.
Tell me a movie. Name a movie where the actor played a person from a specific region of the United States that they were not themselves from.
Let me see.
And they did a good job of portraying that.
When
I think about movies like Jason's Lyric and Jason's Lyric, they was all trying to talk like they had Louisiana accents. It was nasty work.
Hi, Bobby Boucher.
Okay, never mind.
So many movies that you could think of where there were very specific to regions. And if the actors were not from, there's this guy right now on social media who's doing a Atlanta accent. He also does somewhere he does a California accent.
Right.
And when he's trying to do the Atlanta one, he's like putting the California one in it. I'm like, and people are watching his videos, like they getting views. I'm like,
but here's
these
the thing.
Videos have to be being watched by people that are not from Georgia, because anybody from Georgia is thoroughly offended by these videos.
He's
doing a terrible job.
The person I was gonna say is not a good example because he's from where they are. So never mind.
Here's the thing. He's an actor. Okay. He's gonna go in there.
He not Damson, no. He not.
We don't know that yet. We got to get him the chance to do it.
He was on Outer Banks.
You're good until proven
doesn't matter.
bad.
I'm just jumping and I'm jumping off the porch because I don't know him from a can of paint. So this is probably not even fair to him.
Good.
Hopefully it motivates him to get it right. But I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, you about to jack up one of the most.
He actually from Texas though. Okay.
He from Tennessee.
He's from Texas. Davis was raised in Conroe, Texas, and attended Conroe High School, where he played football and participated in speech and debate. My brother was in speech and debate club. That means
you have to talk very proper. I'm gonna see him come with his, "Hey fool, hey Mark Buster, get out the court."
Hey, for shizzle dizzle, my nizzle.
Right. Hey, my nizzle, get out the court.
He about to do it, though.
We gonna see. It's not gonna be good. I'm telling you right now.
I think he gonna kill it.
All these movies we be seeing, and we be so hyped to see him, and we get to the theater, and they be having busted accents.
So the
and
dude
we sit there and tolerate it, knowing it's wrong.
But look, The dude is
ATL, the movie ATL.
no, not ATL.
Lauren London
No,
tried
listen.
to talk like she had a down south accent, and that thing was
New.
Listen.
And now don't get me
all
wrong,
the new.
she looks so good. I didn't care what she sound like, but
he said, "I don't care. You can sound however you want to sound."
After the first watch, when I watched it again, I was like, man, she don't sound like. It didn't even dawn on me that she was trying to sound like she was.
That's what people said about the dude who played Eazy-E in Straight Outta Compton.
I thought he did a good
He
job.
did a phenomenal job playing Eazy-E.
Come on,
Straight
now.
Outta Compton.
I thought he did okay. Yeah, where is he from? He probably
said,
from
okay.
California.
I don't know where he's from.
He
gotta
did
be
really.
from Cali.
I'm about to look it up.
Who was it?
I don't know where he's from.
I bet he's from Cali.
But
about to look it up
but
while y'all
regardless, this dude, they said that about Jafar. And he is not an actor at all.
And he did great.
And he did
They
Michael.
said, what about Jafar?
That he was not going to be able to pull Michael off. Like,
I mean, come on.
He was not.
I didn't hear that.
What?
No, I wasn't hearing that
sir.
at all. I was definitely hearing people say that he already had the soft-spoken vibes.
This was Jason Mitchell. He played Eazy in Straight Outta Compton, and he's from New Orleans, Louisiana.
My man is down in the bayou.
Wait, let me see him.
My man is down there with the Bobby Boucher. He down there with the.
Oh yeah. This is the crazy dude.
My dude down there with Sling Blade.
This is a crazy dude. But crazy people, they do real good.
Why you say that?
He was the one that was on The Chi, and they put him off The Chi and said it had something to do with
he's a crazy dude.
Some interactions he had with female members of the cast, and they put him off. They put him off like 2 seasons ago.
He thought
he been struggling to find work.
How
ever
about
since.
that's what people are asking? What was Jason Mitchell accused of?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's been the most talked about thing when it comes to him. He's a great actor, but
I thought he did a great job.
He hasn't been able to really.
I think everybody in there did
since
a good job.
He's been doing independent projects since then.
I think that.
But yeah, he one of the people. He kind of schizophrenic anyway. He got a bunch of multiple personalities in his body. I could see him doing a good job. But I saw the movie and I wasn't bothered by his accent, so he did a good job.
I think everybody.
And I think this dude's gonna do a good job.
I think he is.
In that movie, I think everybody did. In the
now there's gonna be a
good into proving that.
There's gonna be a lot of weed in there.
It should be.
It should be
if they're gonna.
90% of the movie. 90% of the movie you better have it in there. I need to see him. He gonna be smoking weed every scene. Man.
Yeah. I think it's just a lot to his story, and I don't think. I think you would have to come in not knowing, which actually I guess for this current generation of kids, they would learn about. Snoop,
they would learn about
right?
the Snoop back then.
Yeah, us. I mean, I was listening to Snoop's first album on the school bus, probably in the 10th grade or something like that.
I remember Deep Cover.
When
the song Deep Cover came out and had Snoop on it.
That was before that. Yeah, with Lawrence Fishburne. That movie was crazy. Yeah,
it had Snoop on Deep Cover. I was like, who's this dude? Yeah. And then all of a sudden he was on.
Deep Cover was one of my jams, though.
Yeah, and then he was on the Chronic, and then he went to Gin and Juice.
Yeah,
that's the one I remember.
But that's what I'm saying. It's so much. I mean, he started at 18, and he's probably 50 something,
73, I think.
Stop
he ain't that old.
He
got to be in his late 50s though.
Nah,
I would guess he's in his because when he was 18, I was in high school, so he can't be no more than about 5 years older than me. So that makes
he was 54. He was born October 20th, 1971.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's older, but there's a lot of layers.
I mean,
he's done a lot in his lifetime. A lot.
But they gotta only pick out the things that we really know.
And if they go high level, you're gonna have people that they gotta
go high level. They gotta go to the most important parts of Snoop's life.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta do Deep Cover. They
probably not doing that.
They got you because you can't even introduce Snoop without Deep Cover.
They're probably not gonna do that.
You got to. If you
don't
do
go
Deep
straight
Cover
to what was it? Murder Was the Case.
No, they got to go Deep Cover first.
Murder
you got to go
was the
Deep
case
Cover.
that they gave me.
That was my jam, though. I'm fresh up on my coma. I got my mama and my daddy and my homies in my corner.
Yeah.
They're gonna take a miracle. They say for me to walk again, talk again. But anyway,
Okay.
that was my. I got the album. So that's one of my favorite
that
Snoop
was
albums.
Yeah.
Even Gin and Juice is one of my favorites. But Murder Was the Case.
Murder Was the
is
Case
one of my
was
favorites
hard.
too.
Yeah.
All right, Murder Was the Case was woo.
That's what I'm saying. It's so much to
Hard
Snoop.
album.
It is.
I'm excited for the idea of it, but I'm dreading the execution.
We'll see.
So
I mean,
we
you got
gonna
my man.
see.
He did Hustle and Flow.
And not
and
only
8
that,
Mile.
if it's just now been signed off on, that means there's probably no script, and they'll probably be writing the script for the next 3 years.
No, they said
They said
that.
it's going to be next August.
Yeah, next
So
So
August.
that must
27.
have been somebody must have submitted a script then.
Yeah. Who was it? Who did the?
It's going to be. Let me see.
Who did the script? He did the writing from
The person.
Joe Robert Cole's original script. So there was a script already written,
Okay.
and so
And so Warner's taking that script into
Yeah.
development, and they're
Yep.
going
because it's in collaboration with Death Row Pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
that means it's in collaboration with Snoop because
Yeah.
he bought
I mean, yeah, we know. Yeah,
the
yeah.
namesake.
That's right. So, I mean, talking about it will incorporate. It says, of course, the project will incorporate music of Snoop's vast catalog of hits. I don't want to hear everything. I just want to hear Deep Cover when he was on The Chronic, Gin and Juice, Murder Was the Case. And it ended at Murder Was the Case. I want to hear after that. I don't want to hear nothing after that.
Okay.
Oh man, Snoop's music, man. He's got some amazing records out there.
I don't
man.
want to hear nothing else.
Crazy stuff. Like I would love to hear the story of how he ended up on Sensual Seduction. How did that happen?
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna get Snoop in
That's
this
Right.
movie.
him.
You're not gonna get that in this movie. You will leave so much out to go.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
It's
to
so
go
much
from
you
there to
gotta
there?
leave out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so much.
It's just-
I mean, Snoop was on The Apprentice. Is that gonna be in there?
But
Snoop
here's the
had
deal.
interaction with Trump.
Yeah, they're not gonna be in there.
That would have been who
not-
don't
nope.
want to see that? Who don't want to know that?
Because when
everybody want to know that.
Mm-hmm.
But when they did Straight Outta Compton, they ended Straight Outta Compton with Ice Cube leaving,
Mhm.
right, and doing the one of the greatest diss songs of ever to be recorded, right? No Vaseline,
Mhm.
which is one of my favorite songs still,
Yeah.
right?
To say No Vaseline is one of your favorite songs is
Yeah.
wild.
It's one of the
It's
greatest.
almost plausible.
That's not possible.
Almost.
Dame
It's
Dash.
not.
No, you're not Dame Dash will pause anything. No, not
That's
pausing that.
true.
That's not a pause right there.
It'll say respectfully pause.
Pause. No
Like,
you can like
what?
Vaseline pause. No Vaseline pause. Like
Yeah.
that's a dope song though.
yeah.
But that's where it. I mean, it ended after right after that. They didn't even go into Niggas for Life,
Right.
which was the second album. So we
Yeah.
didn't even get into none of that story and nothing. I mean,
It's impossible to get into everything.
so I mean, it did go into the birth of Death Row Records and all that stuff, right? But it didn't go no further than
Mm-hmm.
that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
So you can't go too. I mean, even though they had a Snoop character in that movie, Straight Outta Compton
Did
was
Snoop
like a
go
movie.
to jail?
They didn't show all that in there.
Or was he innocent? I don't remember.
Oh, he was no. They found him not guilty.
He was not
Okay,
guilty,
not
but they didn't
guilty.
show all that in the movie though.
Yeah. Well, they didn't
I'm
show
just-
that in
Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton.
Mm-mm, no, they didn't show.
No,
all
they
that.
only
just
showed-
wondering- I'm just thinking that's also something like that trial.
They're not showing that trial.
No,
We ain't doing that trial.
'cause it
But
was-
that wasn't straight. That wasn't was it Straight Outta Compton?
He just, I mean, he mentioned it, but they didn't really show. It was like a very brief part. The only thing I remember, and I love that.
I gotta go
movie.
by and watch Straight Outta Compton then.
It was very smart. He was like, "Not guilty, baby," or something.
Yeah,
he
that
said.
was, and then it was
And then it just showed. It really was just about him making the mute, like when he met Suge Knight, and he was like, "I'm Snoop D-O-double-G, cuz who you?"
yep.
And then he was like,
And
"Who
they
you
were like,
talking
and they
to?"
were like, "Oh, who this nigga talking to?" In the studio,
And
like,
when he was, and then he was like, "We can't hit a word. He with me. He with me. He with me."
Mhm.
That was Dr. Dre. He with me. He with me. He hit a word. He hit a word. Suge, he here with me. And then he was like, "I like that, cuz. What is that?" And then they start. So that's
she know the movie. Look at
She
her.
know the movie.
She know the movie.
I'm gonna watch that today.
You know what I would love to do one night? I would love to have like a movie night
Yeah.
where we like
Just talk about music movies.
what just like we actually put this TV over here somewhere we can watch the film
Yeah.
and talk about it. Because I was thinking about like, man, I would love to do the 5 Heartbeats, man.
I love that.
Mm.
I would love to watch it and talk
My
about it.
office
Yeah.
hours are
9 to 5,
Yeah.
which was completely improvised. by the way.
It was?
Yeah. Yeah. That wasn't in the original script.
Okay, that was funny.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like, you talk to me,
Well,
my office hours.
Well, because it was supposed to be, see, that's why we got to do the thing that we could talk about it, you know what I'm saying?
And I love when JT and what's the other guy, when they going at it?
Flash.
Yeah, Flash, when they going at it. Ooh,
Flash in the ebony spot. Anyway.
Okay. Let's plan that
we gotta do that one time. Because I would love to do 5 Heartbeats, The Temptations.
Nobody come to see
Straight
you,
Out
Otis.
of Compton.
Tina Turner.
What's
love got to do with it?
Right.
That's a great movie.
Eat the cake. But like, I would love to just do and have it just watch. I mean, we can't show the movie, of course, but we could watch it and talk about it. And they be like, oh, I want to go back and watch it now. I just think that'd be dope.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be dope, right? Maybe we could set this up in the living room and watch it on the big screen.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah. I'm down.
We can't invite nobody because then it'd be a public showing. Oh man. Okay. And then last, how do I? Oh yeah. Wait, where's my center? Where's the center?
Let me bring my notes back up.
Over here.
I like to read.
I'm using the big tablet today. Like,
I see that thing,
man, this tablet is huge.
That thing is
Look at
huge.
this. Huge. It's like a computer. But
I said he brought out the cutting board. Yeah, ain't scrolling on the cutting board.
We up here chopping it up. We chopping it. This was your topic about InvestFest versus Atlanta. You sent this. I think you sent this to me. Should cities do more to support Black-owned events? So a recent conversation on The Breakfast Club has sparked a larger debate about how cities support Black-owned businesses and cultural events. During an interview, the founders of Earn Your Leisure shared that despite hosting InvestFest in Atlanta for 6 years and bringing tens of thousands of attendees to the city, they have received little support from the local government compared to what larger corporate events often receive. After the interview, conversations reportedly began between Earn Your Leisure and the mayor's office, but Atlanta's mayor, Andre Dickens, later appeared to publicly defend the city during an event, leading to criticism that the response missed an opportunity for collaboration. The debate has since shifted beyond InvestFest, raising questions about whether cities are doing enough to support Black-led economic initiatives and what meaningful public-private partnerships should look like.
Go ahead, Ty.
Me first?
Yeah, because you sent the topic.
Y'all don't want me to go first.
I do want you to go first. Come on, unpack it for us.
You go first.
So as I was reading this,
because I think me and you had a different perspective of it based on the question you asked me when I sent it to you.
Right.
So
but see,
ahead.
I hadn't seen it then.
Okay.
When you sent it, I was like, what would we talk about in relation to, like, how would this be important to, like, but after watching it, there was a couple questions that I had. So on The Breakfast Club, Charlamagne asked, what has the city of Atlanta done? And Rashad said, Rashad said, nothing, no support at all, right? And they could have put up a billboard or something.
Right.
But then I'm like, do they just put up billboards for people?
No.
I don't think they do that.
Never have ever.
Ever. I mean, I think that's a marketing thing. Like,
yes,
hey, we need to pay for some billboards, some advertising, some marketing. We're coming to your city. Okay, what does that look like? And then we pay for the billboards and put it. I don't think it's a city's responsibility to support anyone in any event unless it is a city, unless you are absolutely partnering with the city to facilitate that event. A3C has been here for years.
Yeah.
A3C, and the city has known that. Yeah. But it's not like the city just gave A3C stuff.
Anything.
Nothing to support A3C. Oh, you're having it at the World Congress Center? Well, you know what? Let us help support you through that. Now, is there a mutual partnership that you're entering in with the city of Atlanta that's beneficial for you and the city?
Okay.
Probably not. Just because you're hosting an event here doesn't necessarily mean that the city has to support what the event is that is taking. When I saw that, I was like, and then what level of support are you asking for them to provide in relationship to?
I mean, he gave examples. Like the billboard was one example. Talking about, they police or subsidies. Get them some discounts.
That's something you agree with what did y'all go to the city of Atlanta and say, hey, we're bringing InvestFest here. we would like to figure out ways where we can partner with the city of Atlanta, to help us really make InvestFest or any, because they do the podcast summit here too, which is huge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear the podcast. I don't hear David Shands talking about how come the city of Atlanta ain't support us out here, with.
That was gonna be what I was gonna say. It's all about communication, and what have you gone to them and talked to them about partnering with them, and then that stuff costs money too. Billboards are not cheap. You have to pay. Whenever you having extra security and
You gotta
extra
pay for the police.
that has to be paid for. It's not like, oh, they just volunteering. So me personally, I don't necessarily disagree in saying it would be nice to have the partnership and the support of the city. But also, I don't think the city is just looking for events to sponsor at the same time, especially in Atlanta. You know how many people have events in Atlanta every single day?
Yeah.
They would have to have a whole $1 million plus budget.
$1 billion.
Exactly.
But it's because Atlanta is the mecca of Black entertainment, Black culture. We sometimes feel that because it is that, when Black events, organizations happen, it should just be something that's automatic because it's for the culture. And if we're doing this for the culture, and Atlanta is known as the city of Black entrepreneurship, then you should be able to support that, because that's what we are. We're Black entrepreneurs. And so since that's what the city is known for, you should support us in what we're doing. In some sense, okay, I can get that. But there still has to be some sort of financial obligation that's tied to advertising, security, event space. Or why don't they just give us the event space then? Or why don't they just give us security? Well, I mean, that
costs money.
That's not, I don't think that's how that operates in that perspective. So when I saw it, I was like, I don't think they really owe you anything if you haven't gone to them and worked with them to really discuss and talk about any of this with the city of Atlanta and how they could support you as an event here in the city.
It might not necessarily be money. It might be, okay, we don't have no money to give y'all, but we can let you use this space or something like that, or we can help you. We can talk about it, or we can send it out in our newsletter, or we can put it on our Facebook, or we could put it on our website. I think there's other ways you can partner. A lot of times I've learned that when you're doing stuff like that, it's not always a money exchange or anything like that. It could be they could send a representative from the city just to come and greet people.
But I'm gonna tell you what the other side of the argument is, though.
What?
Do they sponsor events for non-Black events, organizations? Like Delta's huge here. Do they support events?
Delta's also bringing a lot of money into
Delta
the city.
brings a gazillion.
So that, to me, that is totally not a fair argument.
But still.
Yeah, but Delta is it's reciprocity though. So of course they're gonna do it for Delta. Look how much money they're bringing into the city. We ain't bringing that much.
I guess.
I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Do they support events?
The money.
Do they support events that are non-Black oriented events? And the argument would be, well, if they support those, why won't they support us? But then once again, we don't understand what
the money. That's why
the back end conversations that are being had about that support and what that support looks like. I don't know. I'm interested in what Ty got to say.
Come on, because you've been.
Let's get some.
Yeah, come on.
It's so much. I'm probably gonna miss half of the points that I have that I want to express. But the first thing that came to my mind when I saw on the show, on Breakfast Club, him saying Atlanta has done nothing, I thought to myself, this is a perfect example of the people who thrive in Atlanta, and then the people who are like, oh, Atlanta ain't for me, or I hate Atlanta. If you don't have the right kind of muscle in your hustle, this ain't for you. Atlanta is not for you. But to pretend like you can't win in Atlanta and nobody will help you, like that's the story that's going to fall on deaf ears in this city. Because anything in Atlanta, if you want it to happen, it can happen. As soon as I saw that breakfast thing, the Breakfast Club thing, I I added Falana, who is over the entertainment and nightlife in Atlanta, to the chat. I'm like, yo, what is this? I'm just a random dude from around the way. I know who Falana is. I'm sure they should know who she is, right? So who are they even talking to? Because if they had talked to anyone, they would have told them, why would you think that the city of Atlanta would help you with an event that you're having at the Georgia, keyword, World Congress Center? Atlanta don't run the World Congress Center.
They do not.
It's a state-run
that's right.
facility. So therefore, Atlanta, as the city, hosts that facility, but they don't run it. So if you needed security or billboards or in and around the arena, you need to work with the city on maybe traffic or something like that. But you're not working with the city. You're working with the state. You're in the Georgia World Congress Center, sir. So what do you...
But it's in Atlanta,
So
though.
to me, it was like, it was embarrassing to me. It was someone who people think of as an intellectual and a subject expert talking about a subject that he is clearly not an expert of. So he might be able to tell you everything about the S&P 500, but he can't tell you nothing about the proper channels to go through in a city, in this city, to get things done. Because, I mean, come on, you could walk outside on a Tuesday and run into the mayor. So to act like you can't get help or research sources around here. And not only that, footnote, by the way, Atlanta is not what Atlanta is because we run to the city every time we need something. We make things happen to and for each other.
That's right.
And they talked about how many people come to the event. Sir, most of those people live here. Stop playing. You don't have people coming from like Washington or New York or Texas to come to InvestFest.
Well, they do. But it's not the populace of people that is there.
Not like the World Cup would bring, right? So if it's... You've got to coordinate that in some kind of way. This was just, to me, it typifies how, how sometimes we say, like, just because somebody can make a cake, that don't mean they could run a business, right? That don't mean you need to open up a cake shop because it can't. Just because somebody can tell you how to invest your money don't mean they know how to event plan.
Right.
And to me, it just was a lack of knowledge, which turned into, I'm just going to give you the negative perspective of it, because there ain't no way. Like, if you know Atlanta, you know good and well, it could have... everything that we do is about us collaborating in this city. So if you go to the mayor's office and you say, I want to work with Morehouse, Spelman, Georgia State, and Georgia Tech to bring those students in for this InvestFest, and I want to make sure that I've got the space, I got the facilities, I'm bringing 7,000 people from other places. Are there hotels downtown where we can block off But to say, well, they saw the numbers we put up last year, and so, we brought that kind of money to the city. It was self-contained, sir. And the people stayed wherever they could find a place to stay because y'all wasn't providing travel packages for InvestFest. Anybody seen the travel package for InvestFest? It's only for the participants, people who are actually on stages, panelists, and the experts. In addition to the fact that a lot of people look at either Earn Your Leisure or the people that they utilize to educate as, I kept hearing the term grifters.
Scammers.
Where scammers
and grifters.
Scamming Earn Your Leisure at.
Spend that.
So it's kind of like, would the city even lend their name and resources to something that could perhaps place liability on the city when somebody's money get invested in some kind of Ponzi scheme
then they
or
come back and blame
pyramid
the
scheme,
city
and they're going to come back and blame the mayor's office for not
Well, y'all
properly
allowed them
vetting.
to come here and y'all partner with
You
them
didn't
on
properly. This ain't like Comic-Con where it's just a bunch of people running around in their drawers. Okay, that's cool. Run around in your drawers. Okay, what? People coming from all over the world for Comic-Con? Okay, cool. Yeah, y'all
This is dealing with people's...
We talking about people's money. We're not talking about just entertaining people. You talking about you are now you are taking yourself to market as you are the subject expert, and you're giving people advice on their finances, and you're giving them opportunities to invest into things. And why would the city want to be liable for? Because the stock market go up and down. Somebody get rich and somebody get broke every day.
You make a good point, Ty. I'm gonna cut you
That
off,
was
brother.
a great point.
You make a good point because I have been following Earn Your Leisure for a while, right? There are some shows that I used to watch that I no longer watch, right? I no longer participate in. Earn Your Leisure is one. Social Proof Podcast is another. You know me, I'm a real. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, right? And it was because of that, of how they have poorly vetted a lot of their guests, and when they do find out that their guests are scammers, and we use this word scammers, they don't
address
that.
Yeah,
they don't deal with that. They don't even come out and say, "Hey, you know what? My bad. We didn't even properly, vet this person in the way that we should have. We bringing this person on our show, and they're giving you financial advice, right? And they gave y'all some wrong advice. And why would the city of Atlanta want to be
liable
of that? Liable for whatever may happen based upon the financial advice that is given at InvestFest. Now, regardless of how we may feel about the owners of EYL and the people that they may have on, they generate a lot of revenue. They bring a lot of people together to give information to. But the ultimate question is, you always got to think about who you collaborate with and what picture is being painted through those collaborations with other people, right? So, or partnerships. And what are they known for? And you can't go into every situation. That's like when we were sitting here and Brian was like, well, what if Diddy wanted to come on the show and be a part of the thing? Would you work? I'm like, no. But if you want to come on the show, yeah, absolutely. But if Revolt wanted to buy Weekend Music TV and he was a president, I would have to say no because of that. The other part for me is the fact that it's we got, when you have children and your children just feel like they're entitled to stuff.
That's what I was gonna say. It's that sense of entitlement.
That part. It's
you should just give it to me.
Yeah, I'm successful, so you should give me because I'm.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Because that's what they told me, or that's what I've seen. I've seen how white people get stuff because they were successful. Now we doing something that's successful. People should be giving us stuff.
And we're gonna get once they see these clips, they're gonna get hate. Y'all don't support they black. Well, why black people tearing other black people? Oh my gosh, y'all
that
never.
That part drives me crazy. Why can't we separate?
Y'all never support.
Why can't we
black people tearing down?
Why the truth can't just be the truth? Why the truth
because some
just
people
can't be the
truth? Some people don't like accountability.
Because you can't handle the truth.
That's a fact. And so it's like, hey, if I people, especially us in our culture, even in the music creative community. It's like, if I like the person, I'm not going to say something about that person that people may take in a negative light. I don't operate that way. Sorry. I'm going to tell the truth. And if the truth is negative, that's a category I didn't put it in. I just call it the truth.
Oh, well.
It was the truth, one way or the other. Whether you good with it or you're not good with it. Are we keeping it a buck or not? I don't care if we talking about my mom, my dad, Jesus. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Keeping it a buck.
I'm going to just keep it a buck. And why can't we do that and separate the two?
It's very difficult for people to do
because
that.
it reduces division if we just stick to the truth. It's not, you talking about this person because you hating on that person or you hate Earn Your Leisure. That's why
I don't.
I don't
either.
All I know is when I heard what he said, I was like, that's not a true indication of how this city works. And it sounds like he doesn't know the right people to talk to. He knows sounds
Rick
like
Ross.
He's lacking some education.
They know a lot of famous people.
Yeah,
right.
But I think it's just about, like you said, reaching out. You mentioned Falana.
Mm-hmm.
She came to our summit last year that you were there. She came to our AIMP summit. Cheryl reached out to her. We told her what we were doing, and she came.
From the city.
And she spoke to our audience.
Sure did.
She came,
answered questions,
and she even did it rushed from her child's football, something her kid was doing, rushed from that and came and did it for us. So the point is,
you just can't put that on Atlanta.
Have you reached out? Now, if you've reached out and you try to talk to people and nobody won't even give you the time of day, and they're like, we won't talk to you, or like nobody even return my email or return my phone call, then I can see. But I feel like from what I've seen, they're responsive. You reach out to them. I can't tell you what they're going to do. But reach out to them.
But they're not obligated to do anything.
They're not. But I think you'll at least get a response where, we ain't doing that.
And not only that, even like in the Falana scenario, even if they're not able or interested in assisting you, they will point you in the direction of potential collaborators and partnerships that you can utilize, and even organizations that can assist you with it. So to just get on there and be like, Atlanta didn't do nothing.
I'm gonna say this because I need for them to hear this, and then shout us out on whether it's good or bad. I don't care. I guess with that radio show up in New York, right?
Oh, so let's talk about that real quick. Dre is my homie. Full disclosure, the mayor, he the homie. I didn't like his statement at all. I felt like it was snide. It was audacious. It was sarcastic. It was arrogant. It was everything that the city is not. Mm-hmm. And I understand that he may still be riding high off of our World Cup success, and we got great ratings. People said great things, positive things about the city. I understand that he was being honored at the event. But I think that those are one of those moments where I do believe in forgive me, I don't remember if it was Barack or Michelle that said when they go low.
It was Michelle. When they go low,
we go high. I think that was a moment.
Obama. It didn't originate with Michelle Obama.
I'm sure it didn't. That's just.
But she said it though.
We'll attribute it to Michelle
the instance
today.
That's coming to mind, and that people will probably have most recent recollection of.
Would be Michelle.
But I felt like that's a moment to say, hey, we are a city of open arms. Everybody that's in this city, and there are many of us that are successful, that are Black, that are male and female.
That's why Envy said what he said.
And so I didn't like Dre's response.
That's why they said what they said. Some radio show up in New York, we're in 130 something countries. Like, we're a syndicated.
Yeah, I didn't.
To me,
that
show.
Was like
that was a very shady.
Yeah, it was almost like a low blow kind of thing.
Was.
And I just feel like he has a lot to be proud of, but also a lot that he represents in terms of the type of culture that we embody in the city. And it's not one where, we don't, literally in the comments I put, we are a city of far too many successful people to be anything other than humble.
Right. I agree with that.
It's nothing to be like, oh yeah, I do music, right? That's what I tell people.
Yeah, I do music.
Or, somebody's tell me a little bit about yourself. I tell them a couple things here and there, but is that like everything that I've done?
No.
Or everything I've accomplished? No. Why? Because
we humble people. We humble people. We sit down.
Because to some extent, the continuation of your success is tied to how you handle that success.
Absolutely.
That's right.
The continuation of your success is going to be predicated on how you handle yourself based on that success.
That's right.
My daughter, like last year and the year before last, she was like the #1 donating or fundraising kid for the entire school. And I made sure I told her before she went to school, when that happened, don't go in there gloating about you being #1. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm. Be meek and humble.
Be humble. Because you never know when
you get knocked down.
The same resources that you provided for somebody else, you need from somebody else.
That's right.
And now the way you were all high and mighty on your horse in that moment, now you have lessened the ability to have a partnership.
Right.
You never know, right?
You never know.
But
and the world is so small.
When you win, when you're winning, why would you be stepping on anybody? Like, you already winning. You may have come from where they are.
But that wasn't a good look for what he
I
said.
didn't like
that.
that.
Was not a good
and
look.
actually, when I put that in the comments, there was still some people that riding high on Atlanta energy, and they was like, "Oh, you don't know nothing about the city. You don't know nothing about Andre. You don't know we the best. You do."
And they probably ain't even ever seen him in person.
Right.
We the best.
Yeah.
They probably never even seen him in person.
Yeah.
But when he said that, I
hilarious.
was like, he was like, yeah, that label, that radio
That
show.
radio
I was
show,
like,
yeah. That part wasn't even what about. It was just a whole. And
That was
the
a-
whole his body.
his body. He was being real like, yeah, man, them
real.
niggas, man, coming
And I'm
down
like,
here saying what they
bruh,
saying.
I'm like, bro, you don't have to do all
You
that.
ain't
And
gotta
like
do
I
all that.
said, like I started this with, in many circles, he and I have mutual relationships.
Of course.
But the
'Cause of what we
fact
do.
is that to me, that's not how I would have.
I wouldn't have said that.
I wouldn't have said. I didn't like what happened on Breakfast Club, but I also didn't like how he responded to it either.
Because both situations could have been responded, could have happened differently and had different responses to those situations. Because Rashad never clarified truly what he was stating. It was just, they ain't support. There was no support that came from Atlanta. I mean, they could have gave us a billboard or something, but they ain't never support us. It's like, and I would ask a question like, well, have you ever talked to Fulana? Like, have you ever gone to?
That was the weird thing to me because
have you ever gone to the office and had these conversations?
Charlemagne,
Instigator.
he participates in at least 3 events a year that take place in the city, and I would venture to believe that he knows some of the coordinating people throughout the city. So instead of him saying, "Oh man, that's crazy. That don't sound like Atlanta."
Did you talk to
talk to so and so, or what? After the show, I'm gonna link you up with some of the people that when I go to the city, I do it.
They don't know how to do that.
And so I thought that was kind of I thought Charlemagne played old boy in that moment by just letting him say that stuff and not trying to like, oh, okay, well that hadn't been my experience. I mean, because he does what is it? The Black Effect podcast summit was here this year. He did that here. I don't know if it was the first year or whatever, but I feel like take it somewhere else. Take Earn Your Leisure on the road. Then take it to everybody say Charlotte is the new Atlanta. Take it to Charlotte. If you don't
feel like Charlotte is a little Atlanta.
If you feel like you're not supported,
take it to Charlotte. Take it to Nashville.
In the city. If you feel you're not supported in the city, but once again,
when something gets stale, it goes away anyway.
Have you gone through the proper channels?
Right. Do that first.
To seek the level of support that you're asking for.
Yeah. You sounded like a victim, and that always turns my stomach. I don't like it when people sound like victims.
If you have not gone through the proper channels, you can't complain about what you didn't receive because you've never gone through those to ask for those things.
This is very true.
So, or we're assuming, right? Or if you go,
that's what I say. You never clarified.
If you just go broadside the bus. Talking about the city ain't never did nothing. So then tell us, I talked to the city. I talked to the mayor, the council member.
Break it down.
I talked to this person.
That's what I said.
Don't just say, my man said Atlanta. They ain't never did nothing for us.
Nothing. But you never clarified.
That's it. Okay, so you saying everybody. You saying we wouldn't let you. You had your turn signal on. We wouldn't let you get over. You were trying to merge on 285.
I don't think that's correct. But once again,
end up in the bushes.
Whether you're doing InvestFest, a concert, a show, a local show, I mean, there's a form of collaboration that you got to have, right? What we talked about day 26 being here, right? Yeah. We started off with talking about day 26. I'm sure they had security there.
Yeah.
They had parking.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
They had all these things. I'm sure that someone, somewhere, went through some channels to ensure security was there. The beeper joints were there. Beep. Come on in.
Right.
Raise your hand up. Take stuff out your pocket. Right? I'm sure somebody went through and did some of these things. There's a process. Like, how do they advertise it? Now, granted, I don't think the city was a sponsor of the event but there's still things that they should do in order to receive whatever that level. That's why I was like, he never clarified.
Yeah, but that's
I need
why
to know
I
what
say,
support you're talking about.
But that's why I say in Atlanta, and this is probably true for other cities as well, you don't need the city's help. it's a city full of people who can make stuff happen.
Mm-hmm.
Falana was invited to a summit.
Yes.
The summit was happening whether she came or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do in this city.
Like that
whether I've been to Vinyl or Center Stage where it wasn't.
I've been there.
City police officers. It was
private security.
Guess what? That means that whether it was metal detectors or security, the venue handled it on their own without the city. Mm-hmm. Without the cities. We have proven, I've been here a long time, and there are people who literally can put on an entire event, packed out venue, 400 or 500 people, and the next day they turn around and go back to their job at TJ Maxx. Because this is a city, if you want to get it done, you can get it done. Mm-hmm. So to get on the radio, a nationally syndicated radio show talking about what the city don't do means you don't know this city.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, they're not from the city.
I mean,
but if you're doing business in the city,
then you know how business needs to be
conducted. And you think you're entitled to the city's resources. He should have been able to run down a Rolodex of names.
That's one of the issues for me. And then I know we've been talking for a while, but that is the issue for me because we work in corporate America, so we understand how things need to be done organizationally
within the structure.
Yes, right. So I know if I'm going into a city to conduct an event, there are certain things that I need to do in order to ensure that event is a successful event. Mm-hmm. I understand people that I may need to reach out to and partner with, certain permits I may need to get and clearance and whatever. But to tell me that you've received, the issue is not any of those. The issue is the support. That's what I want to know what that is. Clarify, Rashad. I know you don't know me. I know you know. You got Earn Your Leisure, right? Big platform, multi-million-dollar platform. I'm just a little guy down here in Atlanta. Clarify that. What are you looking for support from the city?
But
what would you like for the city to do?
A little
he just
list.
said, he said a billboard.
I'll give him. I'm gonna tell the truth.
I'm gonna go back to this.
He said the billboard, but then he also said whether it was police or security assistance, whether it was traffic assistance. He said with hotel accommodations, whether there were subsidies.
No,
they mentioned at least those 5 things.
No, that tells me that you don't understand how it all works out because you don't go to the city for those things. Some of those things you do, some of those things you don't. Some
of them you do, some of them you don't.
Yes.
Traffic, yeah.
But traffic is the Georgia Department of Transportation.
I was going to say.
Not the Atlanta Department of Transportation.
The other thing is this,
Georgia.
Though. When you say the Georgia World Congress Center, bro, you're not getting no help with the traffic. What are you talking about? They have their own parking lots.
Exactly. That's true.
They have their own parking lots, and they're in a space with
plenty of space
with other event centers that have paid parking there. Like you're in an area of the city where it's self-facilitated.
Right.
It's all part of the venue itself. You can park at Georgia World Congress Center parking. So nobody's going to help you with that.
If you want hotels.
But see, that's different, right?
Go to the hotels.
But you could go through the city. The city, I'm certain, has relationships because of the number of conventions that do come to the city. But what does that look like? And did he do that?
Did you do that?
Did he come with a portfolio that says, hey, look, this is currently what we have reserved. These are the people that's coming. We got 13,000 people coming from 17 different states.
We got these heavy hitters.
We are looking to lock in lots of rooms that are near the event itself. Because again, remember,
you'd expect them just to reach out.
Some of these other events are in multiple places. This is a self-contained. InvestFest only happens in that one building. So what do you want the city to do?
You just want the city to reach out to you.
And say, here you go.
We see you have an InvestFest.
Yeah.
We want to help.
We want to help you.
Yeah, you got a million views on your post.
We're going to give you a billboard.
Social media
we're going to give you 5 billboards around the city. We're going to ensure traffic is well coordinated so that people can get in and out efficiently. We're going to ensure that y'all have the premium hotel spaces. We're going to block off this many rooms at these 3 hotels so that your people can stay. You just want them to do that.
But that's opening a can of worms, because if I do it for you, then I'm going to have, it's almost like the Grammy thing. Somebody's feelings going to get hurt. Well, y'all didn't do that for me for my event.
I'm done talking about earning leisure.
So I'm going to say this one thing. The only other thing that could be a possibility, which they probably wouldn't do, is go to a smaller city. A smaller city. Even if you wanted to still have it in Atlanta, go to a smaller city. I'll give you an example. There are many cities in Atlanta,
go to Fairburn.
There are many cities in Georgia that what you just said about we'll give you this, we'll give you that will absolutely
There were cities
that
will absolutely do that.
Yes.
Because of the economic
impact.
Yes. That it will have on that city.
The financial impact that it can
sure
have
will.
in the city. So there are cities and some that I have worked with specifically on films where representatives from that city will come to the set where we are filming, and they will be like, thank you guys so much for being here. Any resources that you need while you're in our city, please let us know, because we want you to come back and continue
to bring the money.
That's right.
That's right, because we
Invest
know
in
that
our
there's
city.
revenue coming from.
There's revenue generated.
You got crews, you got actors from out of state. You've not only that, when you start talking about films, you're now talking about organizations like SAG, like Georgia has its production. It's an organization in the city that is specifically, or in the state, I'm sorry, that's specifically for production crews of film.
Yeah.
So it's a ton of people, right? So there are smaller cities that would love to have you.
That's right.
And they'll roll out a red carpet because they want the revenue.
That's right.
And to your point,
now you're patronizing
there's
their
something
businesses.
every day in Atlanta. So
yeah.
we can't give everybody a billboard.
Exactly.
Ain't enough billboards in the city for that. Okay, but if you want the one on the front of the World Congress Center, since you decided to have it at the World Congress Center, then pay the World Congress Center to get the bill, which I'm sure they probably did anyway.
It's just an entitlement thing. It's just that they should do this for us.
Yeah, I think that,
and it's not how it works.
They bumped it. It
That's
just
not how that
sounds
works.
like an uneducated perspective.
They should just do it
on event planning in the
just
city.
Do it.
And I salute them for the fact that they have been able to grow it to the point where it is a
thousands
big event, and there are thousands of people
thousands
who attend
upon thousands.
That's phenomenal. But in the meantime, if you want the city's assistance, I think that you probably need to
talk to the city,
the right people within the city, or maybe you need to change the venue, get out of the Georgia World Congress Center,
and do it in the city.
I mean, even if they had decided to do it in State Farm Arena, they probably would have been able to get a listening ear.
Mm-hmm.
But to do it in the Georgia World Congress Center, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That irritated me on many levels. And then when your man Dre get up there talking about, I'm like, come on, Dre.
Come on, Dre.
That wasn't what we was looking for. You could have said nothing.
Dre Day over here.
He could have said nothing, and I would have been perfectly fine.
Fine with that. Yeah.
He could act like, hey,
he was like,
I'm gonna let my team, I'm gonna let the people over those departments handle that.
He was like, Mr. Buster.
I would have just been like, hey, look, we are a city of open doors. If you want to talk to us, come talk to us.
Always welcome for you to come talk to us.
Yeah, and left it at that. All this, but we had son and this radio show. I was like,
It's like a pastor.
I ain't never seen him drink nothing, but did they put something in his cup? Like, I'm like, Dre, why are you doing that? We don't have to do that. We winning.
You're gonna have to make Dre go get his AK, like
and spray.
Spray.
I'm gonna show you. Pause. He don't spray like that. You gotta get the gun up higher. Yeah, get it up higher. That look like something else.
Pause.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's why I love what we do.
Absolutely.
That's why I love this podcast. Sometimes, it's Indie Unplugged. We're gonna talk about music, but we're gonna talk about some others because that's
but
crazy.
this is important for indies too.
It
because
is.
if you're an indie,
you're looking for support,
and you think that something's gonna be handed to you, the answer is hell no.
Nah.
However, in turn, as an independent, you need to find out what the resources are, who the people are, how can you make things happen in any city and at any venue. You need to do the work. That's right. Don't just be a victim and say that somebody's not doing for you because people aren't voluntarily giving you things hand over fist. That's not how it works. And you'd be amazed at how much more you can get just by asking. Mm-hmm. You just got to know who to ask. That's right. And in this city, if you ask the wrong person, they'll more times than not point you in the right direction. Mm-hmm. That's just how we work. Yeah.
It's like, it ain't me, but I do know somebody who can help you out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And because that was my thought. I don't know that this is true, but I know that if they've reached out to somebody, Falana probably is somebody that they talk to. So I'm like, yo, Falana, you see this conversation that went on?
And Falana's like, I ain't see this conversation. Like, who they talk to? They ain't come talk to me.
Mm-hmm. Right? And then so then even like, what was it? I think somebody even mentioned on the show that there were people from the mayor's office that jumped in the comments too.
They probably like, they ain't come and ask us.
Like,
they ain't talk to us. They want to badmouth us.
Blindsided.
But they ain't come and ask us nothing.
Ain't said nothing. Yep.
So, trying to talk about you.
Yeah, get your resources up. Even before you start doing anything, independent artists.
Get your resources up.
Get your resources up.
Get your circle of champions.
Get your weight up.
They can help you.
Get that weight up. All right, we out. Peace.
Toodles.
Toodle doodles.